Okay, we're here. What the fuck happened last time? It's been a little while. Yes. What do you remember from last time? There was a guy, someone in the FBI, they died.
Right, yes. Yeah, we were investigating an FBI agent who has had a strange fixation on a house on Spooner Avenue in New Jersey. And he had slowly had his mental health deteriorate until he was found dead in the house with his throat slit open and a lot of blood everywhere. And no murder weapon, but it was swiftly written off as a suicide. Apparently, ever since the house was built, a lot of people have died in it, usually one or two, as per the table, along the decades, or decades. We're currently trying to figure out what it is. We found a green box, which is sort of
storage.
a
You found a storage box. Describing it as a green box makes it sound like you found a box that happens to be green just on the side of the road.
Sure, but we found a storage unit.
A storage unit, yes.
Where he had a bunch of guns and notes and a coffin from one of the residents, a child's coffin. And according to the notes that we managed to decipher, we had people who tried to empty it. It was a bit of a touch and go thing. But they tried to get everything, the clean crew tried to get everything that was actually supernatural and probably not something they should have, aka the coffin and the papers. The guns were like, he was a gun nut. And according to the papers, which were basically his notes, they started out coherent, but then they became more and more frantic, as he was describing an unusual. It was describing his process of him approaching the owner of the house or the company that sells it as a potential buyer, but he noticed soon that he kind of wanted to buy the house in a sort of strange way, and then he managed to resist that. And then into the picture came the woman who he was then later investigating, who started isolating herself and died. And he tried to warn her about it, but couldn't stop her from actually buying the house, so she died. And that fueled his obsession with the house until he started investigating for supernatural influence, which eventually drove him over the edge and dying in the house just like almost everyone else. Or at least like the woman. We don't really know how all the others died. They're just suicides or accidents. We had Dr. Gorm go to one of the two contacts we've gotten from our handler, who is an antiquarian or antique dealer person.
Yes, known Delta Green contact, as in people who have worked with the organization before, even if they might not be fully aware of what the organization is exactly. But because of that, it was also clear that most likely the FBI agent also had contact with them, which at least turned out to be true for the antiquarian.
Yeah, because she gave us the unit number where the stuff was. Agent Stone had previously learned that there is a unit, just not which one. The information was filled in by the antiquarian, which led us to finding the paperwork and stuff. And the last thing we also found keys, which could probably be keys to the house. We're not sure, but we assume it's copies because he was sort of entertaining the idea of buying it and might have gotten copies of the keys. We're now hatching a plan to go look at it as potential buyers. Guy Brush was had a lecture of, if you start seeing these and these, like based on the notes, it was like, if you start seeing any of these symptoms, that guy is out of the investigation actively, because it starts showing signs that the house is affecting them, and he's portraying as the potential buyer. And as he was looking at the house's information on the online, he caught himself thinking, "Oh, I could actually live here, maybe." For realsies, which he noted down that, okay, first sign, this is
this is bad.
There might
this
be
is
something
not supposed
true
to be a thought. Yeah.
Exactly. He's like, this is exactly what I personally warned others about, so keep an eye on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty much where we left off. We didn't quite get to have a viewing of the house yet.
You guys found a whole bunch of stuff in the storage box. You went over a bunch of it, and I believe you were at the point where you're like, well, we now either go into the house or we don't go into the house because we don't trust it and we have some other plan.
Well, wasn't one of the things we found in the house a body of a child?
Yeah, a child's corpse.
In the storage box, you found a coffin, and in that coffin was a long deceased dead child.
Yeah. Adam and Rebecca Touré's child.
Yeah. What did we do with the body?
I believe you just had it in your rent-a-van, which is why we had the joke, no recent dead bodies.
Yeah, but did we... I think we got rid of it somehow, but was it just...
We investigated it, but it's so old that at least Guybrush could not, with his knowledge, could not discern how it died. Because he wanted to know if it was also slit throat or anything, but it's so decomposed that unless it's trauma to the bone, then there's really no... Oh no, we did find out. We did find out that he had...
drowned.
Yeah, he was found drowned in the toilet, but with severe trauma to the head. So...
And, okay,
and one of the avenues... Go on.
Did we just leave the body to the local authorities, like a coroner's office or something?
You didn't specify. I believe you guys just have it with you.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
That's weird.
Agreed anything with what we do with the body. But I think one of the avenues that Gorm suggested was that we try and find Adam and Rebecca, because they moved out of the house in the 60s, so I think at least one of them should be alive still. Because the kid was the only one who died in the house, so I think you wanted to know more about how the kid died.
That does seem likely. He was investigating every part of the deceased involved in this house one way or another. As for why exactly he was investigating the dead child, that's very hard to say. Maybe he was doubtful that the kid was actually dead, or... maybe he wanted to verify that these people didn't actually fake their own deaths or something.
Oh yeah, there was also the Italian-born seamstress accused of witchcraft. Used to work in an asylum, but she was fired for accusations of using witchcraft and unchristian treatment methods or something. And Isabel Wheeler hired her. Or was it Michael? Either way, one of the Wheelers hired her over, and her strange curatives brought Isabella Wheeler from being bedridden and practically paralyzed to actually moving again, until she at some point moved out for reasons I don't think we know exactly why. And then shortly after that, Isabella's condition worsened and she died.
Mm-hmm.
And there were accusations of, oh, she's drinking cat blood, slitting their throats and drinking the blood of the cats or something. Like rumors about her when she was in the house.
Right, I believe you also found a bunch of notes. Did I not give those to you yet? Because you had a pile of notes that I think you were going to go through. That you found in the green box.
Well, those were his. That's what we learned that he was going insane, investigating the house. Like those were his personal notes where they became more and more erratic, and we needed. I think we needed Mr. Gorm, Dr. Gorm's linguistic skills in Chinese to decipher it because they were getting so erratic in, I think, was that in the last? I think it was this one, yeah. You roll Chinese to figure out what he was saying.
And yeah, every time he visited the house, it became like, or it showed signs of just descent into madness.
Yes, the notes show a degree of deterioration.
Yeah.
And some of them are also just poorly legible. You're free to try and interpret what these things say exactly.
Buddha is not dead?
That's right, deciphering real-life bad handwriting. That's a fun D&D puzzle. Just sloppily write a note, and he gives you this poorly written, scribbled note. The quest is to decipher it and go do the thing.
I hope the host of last night's board game session doesn't hear this, but this is much more legible than our campaign booklet of that game.
Oh. Why didn't he just type stuff?
Well, the game comes with a booklet and and you're supposed to, write it down. So he does. It's just that he's aware that his handwriting is horrible, but it's so horrible he doesn't he can't decipher it himself sometimes, let alone anybody else.
Okay.
Oh, that's like me.
Everyone just looks at him and goes, "No, we can't read this. Sorry."
The question is, why do we still? Yeah, exactly. The question is, why do we still keep him as the accountant for the session?
Maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't want to do it, and that's why. If I do it badly enough, someone else will be forced to do it.
I've known him from since like 25 years, and even school age, he had that same problem.
I fucking love making notes. Why are you still so bad at it? It's been 20 years, Frederick, whatever the fuck.
Talk to it tonight. Knew my name.
I can read it just fine.
Knows I'm watching it. Oh, he's talking about the house, probably.
You tell
Still
me.
no movement. Open house next week.
These might be the sort of things that you want to put in proper writing next to it, so we don't need to go through this song and dance and translate it every time.
Yeah, I was just going to...
No. No.
He reads it out, and then he assumes someone else will take notes.
Exactly.
5 minutes later, we go, what the fuck did it say again?
But yeah. Dead / roaming the house. Question mark. /
Lonely at night. Grave. Yeah. No, only at night. You're right. Only at night. Grave. Shovel, gloves, handing over. Burn it. Please tried it. Didn't work. Others. Talk to survivor. Canadian mental health forums. I don't know.
I mean, you don't need to decipher this now. It's right there on screen. You can just read that whenever. You don't need me to put it in front of your face.
Down.
Good. Dr. Gorm's typing skills coming in clutch.
Yeah. You were the one. You were the one decoding it.
Good.
But you did dig it. Also, for some reason, Roll20 can no longer load any of the old rolls. It says it can't roll.
What?
Reload this roll template.
Roll template? You mean the sheets are broken?
Oh, now it went. No, I just to refresh the page. Now it can. Earlier, every one of our past rolls was just an error.
Oh,
that's weird.
It works. Yeah, it works now. It couldn't roll the.
I sometimes worry about Roll20. Like, ultimately, it's just a website where we see stuff and it's not expensive, so fuck it, Maybe I should host something myself, or just a fucking blank piece of paper that I screen share in Discord. But, you know, if it works, it works. Okay. Dr. Gorm is busy translating those notes. We were at the end of day 4. Bit of paperwork from storage. Check body and coffin. Guybrush talks to the realtor. You make plans to go to the house. Right. The question is, do you actually? I mean, it's a house. It's not like it's gonna chase you. From the outside, it looks exactly like all the other houses in the area. Built in the era of is it the 1930s or so, and they've slowly modified it over time. The garage is definitely a new addition. And other places have been patched up over the years. There's clearly been an instance where a whole bunch of damage was done to it, and whole parts of the house were rebuilt. But that's already quite a while ago by the looks of it.
Yeah, and a strange thing that we were told that it's a strange thing. I think it was the antiquarian who said it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strange thing, but every time they rebuilt it, it was practically the same.
Yes, like although you can still tell them that materials are quite new.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the style and everything, even if it was fully destroyed in parts, it always somehow ended up looking the same as it did before.
Yes, so they seem to be aiming for a certain style with it, or maybe all the people just have the same taste, or maybe the homeowners association sort of enforces it.
Could be.
The building itself is otherwise it's pretty. No, it's not, but it's pretty unremarkable. Yeah. Built in 1907, reflecting common construction practices of the time. Small house with high ceilings, about 2,000 square feet, including a room that was added later above the garage. A single gable window in the front, porches in the front and the back, and a 2-car garage. A large growth of ivy climbs the north face of the building. Does anyone happen to have art or carpentry, otherwise general crafting skills? By chance? No?
Not that kind of scientist.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not that kind of scientist.
By the way, Mikael, Matthias, any notes on the note?
No.
It's next to the place. One thing I couldn't quite decipher is someone else in the house, Iseri or something. It's this point.
Maybe he erased.
Yamila Isari. Isari was the previous owner.
Ah.
Yeah, Isari not returning calls. Yeah, because she did isolate herself as she lived there, so she started cutting her contacts with the outside world, which got him worried, I think, which is why he went there and she was found dead, and that fueled his obsession with the house further, because he was convinced that, there must be something supernatural there.
Yeah, and he definitely tries to find what is haunted. Wheel of furniture, or books, or papers, or the estate itself, and then later talk to it tonight, knew my name. So there's something you can communicate with.
Yeah, well, I assume it's the house. I thought at first that it was the corpse that we have, but I was like, maybe not. But then I remember
the child corpse.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not impossible, but I mean, there's a name on the coffin, and also she wasn't a child.
No, but he had the Touré corpse, which that's the first thing he talks about, not dead, roaming the house on at night, and apparently he either tried to destroy the house or tried to burn the body, which didn't work.
That is also a possibility.
Priest tried it.
But exactly.
Oh wait, no.
What?
Oh no, Kreese tried it, which is because Margaret and George, Kreese they are the second owners of the house, and if they tried to burn the house and it didn't work, so he might have been talking about burning the house.
Well, that's, difficult to determine exactly what the notes are referring to, since he didn't exactly structure it in a way that's relevant for you. It's just him spitting out his thoughts whenever he could, by the looks of it. Of course, in the collection of other notes and research that he has, as well as just information on the relevant bits, there's probably a lot of useful information in there, but as with everything, you guys need to sort of pick a thread to then pull on and go, well, what about this thing? Is there more on it? Can we find something? What if we spend a few days researching this? Not everything is, hey, do we happen to know this already? It's, can we find something on this? Because you can find anything on anything, most likely, if you spend some time on it. Or learn that there's a relevant skill involved. Or you simply get, yeah, no, that's a dead end by the looks of it. All right, great. Mark it down. Next thing. Well, of course, as time goes on, other consequences might stack up, so you do want to pick your battles.
One thing I am, Gorm is interested in is...
it's over here. There.
Talk to survivors Canadian mental health laws. Who's Canadian around here? Did somebody just move into Canada?
Are we in... Does this adventure take place in Canada?
Well, that or some of the people...
Oh, right. Yeah.
Some of the surviving residents might have been Canadian and they have moved, and he might need Canadian healthcare laws to know if he can approach them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
if they are in a facility and he needs to know if
somebody might be committed in Canada somewhere. Some of these people. Gorm could take up the job to actually call through some mental institutions and ask around for some names.
Yeah, that's probably fairly easy for you to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Guybrush probably when he noticed the first sign, like as soon as we started researching the house or thinking of buying it, he was like, oh, I must write this down. First sign of influence. I think he might at this point, being the scientifically minded guy that he is and a psychologist, was like, I want to observe myself to see how often, like how rent-free the house now lives in my mind after that first contact. And so if we can spend some time researching other things before we actually go and see the house itself, if we can find new avenues from the notes, I want to see how often my mind goes back to the house. How much of a pull does it already have in this stage? So if you have any other avenues, he's like, oh yeah, let's do those while I keep a watch on myself.
So,
introspection.
Yeah, this is like hourly. Like, okay, I shouldn't be thinking about the house. Now, it's 2 o'clock.
It's a pink elephant thing. Yeah.
Am I thinking about the house? Yes, I am. Oh, shit. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Am I thinking of the house? Yeah, I am. Fuck! You're just training yourself to be...
I gotta write down my thoughts. Obsessed. My thoughts are, don't think about the house. Fuck, that means I'm thinking about the house.
Indeed.
No,
there's a problem with that. Thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily hourly, but it's more like let's say a food calendar where you go like, oh, now it happened. Or like, this is what I ate. And at this time, like you don't actually think of it, but when you notice it happening,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like people with alcoholism, like marking, okay, it's that time that I thought about alcohol. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't.
Yeah, anyway, exactly. It's like when he catches himself doing it, it's like, ooh, no.
Any particular angle or method you would like to use for Dr. Gorm to research mental institutions or Canadians' mental health? What was the exact wording? Research Canadian mental health law. Yeah.
Oh yeah, research Canadian. Oh, true. That's weird. So I think he, I think he managed to actually contact one of them, but he couldn't speak to the patient and try to find a loophole in the law for getting to the patient. So probably we should be armed with that already. Problem is, I've no idea how law works.
I mean, one step at a time and you've got a team. And also, a few failures has never stopped Dr. Gorm.
Oh, never. So I'll start by studying. I wonder how large the laws can be, but yeah, I'll go and try and research the laws themselves. At least in Finland, you can just find the laws freely on the internet.
I mean, I would hope so. Why the fuck would some person or country hide their laws?
Exactly. So public information, you can just check them. It's just a matter of actually.
Right. Well, researching the law is not something I'll have any sort of test or requirement for. Not that I have it in any way, shape, or form that's particularly relevant for this, but we'll say that for the purpose of any future checks that come up on this, that Dr. Gorm is aware of what Canadian health law is.
Excellent.
And but that wasn't the question. It's you start investigating links to the other families and Canadian health law? Because I think that's what we were discussing, like who may or may not be committed in some way, right?
Yes. So I probably should be. Do we have a registry of where they moved to?
Well, you have a list of names because that was researched before. You find it mentioned in the notes. And there was a pretty clear overview from the organization as well as from, hey, we're aware that this is a long list of things that was being researched. Here's the list of names that have lived here before. And most of them seem to have had either an accident or died somehow. Whether or not all of them are, related to this, it's hard to say, but yada, 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 yada. You have the names, you can just go down the list of names and go, where are they now? And that will very quickly reveal that Adam and Rebecca Toure, the family of the dead child you had in the coffin, were transplants from Montreal, Quebec. They moved into Spooner Avenue in 1963 with their 2 children. And they lived there for a few years until Rebecca was hospitalized for mental exhaustion, and then after the incident, she was apparently hospitalized permanently afterwards. So you are aware that Rebecca is currently in Canada, and she's not available to just talk to on the phone. She is currently 81. And she is a long-term patient at Douglas Hospital Research Center in Montreal, Quebec.
Well, excellent. I'll convey any information to the rest of the group and also tell any relevant information on how we might approach a mental patient or a hospitalized patient specifically. But the problem is, Gorm's like, but somebody else should be going. I think. I did the legwork. Or I did the research. You do the legwork.
What does the legwork entail in this case? Due to it being a specialized institute, and in accordance with Canadian health law, which Dr. Gorm would be aware of at this time, you know that only family members or invited guests of family members or people who have special permission from a supervisor are able to get in contact. You're also probably aware at this point, since you checked all the names, that her husband, Adam Toure, is not in that mental ward. So that would probably be the family member you'd need to talk to.
Or, we could either go through Adam, or we could go through,
yes.
I think, like bureaucracy and through the like hospital's supervisor or somebody.
Yes.
Get a special.
Alternatively, you're aware that there were 2 children, and one of them's dead, so the other one should still be alive somewhere. So it's it's the father, it's the child, or the supervisor. Which angle would you prefer?
And I'm guessing Adam, at least we could find the address of, because we know he's around Quebec somewhere probably.
That's most likely,
what about the child?
Good question. That would probably require a check of sorts to go through the bureaucracy of finding who's family of who, and then where they're living, whether it depends on how much they're still in contact and whatnot. Whether or not they just hit the road at some point and drove off, changed their names, that sort of thing. How would you like to approach this problem? With what skill set? Dun dun dun! I roll craftsmanship to craft a child finder.
I speak language 2 to get there.
I speak to the birds. Where is child?
Child in chopper. So.
Child in the chopper.
Okay. Arnold's not here.
Anthropologize. Child's location.
The probabilities of this kind of person. Yeah, no. It's a good question.
The genealogy and the national.
Based on my understanding of psychology, anyone from Canada who had a traumatic childhood experience of this age range would absolutely end up in California. They probably lived their 20s as a massive hippie and are probably still one now. They have probably voted Republican exactly 0 times in their entire life.
Didn't we have an Occupy, what's it called? The stock marketplace. Holy crap, can't even. Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street around this time. So he's probably there at the moment.
Probably right there, right now.
Anyway, I'll probably just try to go through bureaucracy.
I'll help you.
The bureaucratic ladder and try to find. Would it be like Gorm's afraid that we close the door to Rebecca if we go through Adam, because it might be a too touchy of a subject. So I'd rather go impersonal and go through the bureaucratic way of through the supervisor of the hospital itself.
All right. Sorry, bureaucracy to get in touch with the supervisor of the hospital rather than the husband.
Yeah, of the hospital
or the child.
Yes.
Okay.
You have my assistance.
And
I have bureaucracy 60.
Excellent.
All right. So you're simply going to try to contact the hospital research center in Montreal, get in touch with her supervisor, and then see if you can just have a meeting with her to talk to her one way or another. Patients like this are generally not available to talk to on the phone, or if they are, they're really not in a good state.
That's our gaming platform with all the notes.
But yes, you're not muted.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was a curious person, like looking at a roll 20.
I thought he was looking at the notes, like that's our gaming platform with all the notes.
Yeah.
We handwritten the notes for the game.
LARPing stone. Like, okay.
Yeah.
That's our notes.
But remind me, why don't we just like invite ourselves into the house and like see if there's anything suspicious, demonic goddamn old, something like the draining with blood and just burn it.
We could do that.
You could do that. The question is this the kind of house where if you do that, you then get possessed?
Yeah. Because we already had kind of first signs of it with one of the first signs, the notes that you guys found from the storage unit was that the moment the agent started even thinking of pretending to be a buyer, he started noticing himself thinking seriously that he might actually buy the house. And when we pursued that last session, Guy Brush found himself thinking the same thing when we were planning on doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
So he now suggests, let's wait a day or two to see how strongly this desire to buy the house sticks, and let's try and find other avenues first to see how dangerous this is from the get-go.
Yeah, because you're free
find
to
something
just
to
go to the
protect
house.
ourselves.
Yes, or at the very least know what you should maybe be aware of.
Yeah,
which is probably why we should find somebody who's actually been in the house, like this.
Yeah.
Yes. Although it might also be a cognito hazard of sorts. You know things about the house now. That makes it worse.
Yeah, true.
Of course.
Or maybe you're simply told, like, oh no, there's the monster under the floorboards, and if you sleep in the house, then it come and it eat your brain at night. Tiny bit of brain at a time.
No, that's just bed lice.
With the pizza cutter.
Yeah, that's the monster. It's just a giant horde of tiny bed lice that lives at that location.
Yeah.
That slowly crawls into your ears and replaces your brain.
Oh.
You can't see it on a child's body anymore, but yeah. the child's brain just completely replaced with a giant head lice. You didn't investigate it. You failed the medicine check.
No.
While you're going with the bureaucracy route, Agent Stone is going to basically do a background check of the relatives to find out which of them might be more viable path to get entry to the hospital if the bureaucracy path fails.
You know what? I'm just going to consider that as 2 help. So just add a plus 40 and roll your bureaucracy. Day 5, investigating bureaucracy to talk to crazy lady.
Okay, crazy lady.
Grandma.
Oh, yeah, of course it's a lady. Oh, no.
No. You're not going to talk to her on the phone for a change.
No, luckily, somebody else is.
No, you.
All right.
No.
Introducing yourself as special agents researching incidents that happened in this house and murders that happened here, and framing it as being, interested in the history of the house and how past incidents might relate to this series of deaths. You spin it so that the supervisor is willing to cooperate and grant you a brief meeting where during the time of day where she is more lucid, with the supervisor sitting there to make sure nothing weird happens to her and make sure to take charge, give her medicine, cart her away again in case she does go nuts. She arranges a small meeting that you can have with her for a single person to talk to her as to not overwhelm her.
Yeah. Could we get a description of what is she suffering from and what are the symptoms?
Right. Talking to the supervisor, you'll get a little bit of information. Rebecca Dury, 81, is currently a long-term patient at the hospital in Montreal, Quebec. She is, according to the supervisor, completely insane. Rambling quite often in French of someone in the house who is trying to kill her boy all over again, and someone chasing her, trying to kill her too. Her mental state has always been kind of fragile, but over the years in treatment, it has sort of stabled out a little bit, fortunately. She has suffered over the years from extensive hallucinations, and the exact source of that he thinks has to do with some lesions in her brain. And treatment of those with miscellaneous medicines have shown quite a decent result.
And when they say she's been acting weird forever, is it as soon like from the moment she was committed, or before that even?
That would be her medical history, which actually dates back to
okay.
slightly before she was committed.
Yes, but okay, just slightly before, not like from birth or anything. Or
Bosses, I think we need some of those drugs, just in case.
Wow.
So we can medicate ourselves before going to that house and burning it down.
Well, maybe you can ask them for some samples when you're there.
yeah, sure, that's a good
Make
idea.
a note of that so that you don't forget to ask, because that is not something they'll just be willing to do. Like, hey, you got some antipsychotic drugs for it? Sure, antipsychotics for everyone.
And what was the other question? How does it, like, unstable mental state, how does it manifest?
If she has one of her moods, then she will start speaking French and just be in fear for her life, as if someone is currently trying to kill her.
Okay, well, to the rest of the party, like any French aficionados
Does anyone
here?
speak French? Now is the
Nope.
time for that specific
No.
language to pop up.
Okay, so we need to, whatever we do, since we don't speak French, although
We'll record the meeting.
we'll
of
record
course.
it, yeah, because we need to get that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Guybrush suggests that he goes and meets with this woman because he is, by training, he has studied, he has graduated with a doctorate in psychology, so this is a mental patient.
This
So it
sounds
kind
like
of fits his territory.
yes, exactly.
Probably knows how to talk to her. Yeah, even though he was never a practicing psychiatrist per se, but he sort of is in the same wheelhouse of education.
Okay. What else? Anything we need to ask beforehand, since we have the supervisor online?
Do they do the dream journal thingy? I have a friend, former colleague, who, let's say, saw too much death in Iraq. And once drunk, he said that the shrink made him to make a diary about dreams. It helped. Maybe we can have these dreams before we go there. Maybe there's a hint, like a puzzle.
Okay, I'll ask if they have any, does she have any dream diaries or diaries in general that she might have wrote down?
I don't see that as a very high chance, but fuck it, let's see what happens. Low is bad. Let's go super high. Okay, yeah, dream diary. Like, sure, that's part of the treatment. We have a dream diary. But I don't think that they would just say, sure, here it is. So you might need to sneak a chance to get that. But you know it is part of standard treatment.
All right.
You may be able
and when
to
was
see it once we're
she-
meeting.
When was she committed? Right? In
That would
66 or
be
something?
sort of right after the house.
Okay.
After she left the house.
66, 67 probably.
Yes.
Okay. I'll try and sneak a question about does her relatives visit her often, and try to basically steer the conversation so that they might slip the name of the son or the other child to us.
I mean, you're trying to get these answers on the phone.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you're gonna get very
just a little
generic answers. Like, yeah, sort of. Like, yeah,
Okay.
she's been here a long time, and at this point, the person you're talking to is just a supervisor, not even someone intimately involved with her case and history.
Sure, that's
That,
right.
and he's not going to say all sorts of shit on the phone to just some investigator who ultimately wants to talk, and he's busy. He's like, I mean...
Yeah.
Crazy old lady,
yes.
she's talking. You sure you want to come visit crazy grandma? Okay, I allow. You remind we do good thing for you, yes?
Could we get a since she starts talking French and we don't speak French, could we get an interpreter in the room with us? Because I'm like, does one of your staff, could they be?
I mean, the supervisor's going to be there, so that would just be him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do ask if it is possible if we record it for. It'll be confidential. Obviously, we won't be spreading it. But like, is it possible to record the meeting? To have like more than just.
I don't think that you even need to
memory.
ask. They're probably just going to take. You probably just record it. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So does the supervisor know French or speak French? By chance, if it's gonna just be him or them. Yeah.
The supervisor, I mean, doesn't only speak French. He's Canadian. They're not in Quebec, I think. They're in Montreal. They don't exclusively speak French. Otherwise, this phone conversation would be pretty fucking tricky.
Exactly. The question. No. I mean, does he understand French? Like, could he be the interpreter for us? Or Guybrush.
I mean, he'll be there. He might be willing to answer some questions but that's very much a people skill thing. Yeah. You're very much going to be at his mercy for what he does or doesn't. Yeah.
And I do assume that if she gets a fit, they will cart her away and be like, "Okay, we're done here."
Yeah. Of course.
It's breaking her now. She's going into a fit. You won't be getting anything out of her.
That's a possibility. It's just
sure,
just in case she just breaks down, but. It's not like we are trying to do that. Anyway. Well, I guess, you sound very busy. I would like to let you go back into your business. So, thank you for this opportunity.
Great. Yeah, they schedule a meeting for you the next day. I'm assuming you're going there right away.
Sure.
Yeah. Great. Now, you can all travel there and make preparations, but ultimately, we did say that the meeting was going to be one person who does the talking, as to not overwhelm her. The rest can, at the very least, listen in, and if you want to be like, oh, we give you a message on your phone, ask her this, then, they can be voices in your head, but ultimately one person does the talking. Who does the talking?
Well, I think we agree that it's Guybrush because of his training and education in psychology. He is the psychotherapist, so...
Okay. Guybrush, go talk to Grandma.
Yes. And player is very nervous.
Oh no, you have to actually have conversation with crazy person.
Stage right.
Very well. You go there. You introduce yourself to the supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has scheduled a meeting. He said, well, it's about time for her to simply, have her afternoon sun break in the garden there. The caretaker wheels her out in her wheelchair. And there's a little patio with some lawn chairs where you're invited to sit.
Before we go in, Guybrush asks the staff, has she been warned that I'm arriving? Does she know to expect what we're going to be talking about?
Yes, I told her a man was very curious about some things she did in her life and the things she have seen, and if she might be willing to talk, and she was.
Okay, cool.
But try not to overwhelm her if you can.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Well,
isn't that right, Rebecca? Yes, this nice man is here to talk to you a little bit. Oui.
Oh, yay!
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Grandma.
Oh no, it started already. Ah.
Another thing he would have asked is that, like, he would have brought up the recording. He's like, for future purposes, we probably need to record it so we don't miss anything. Okay, so I guess he'll just have his phone somewhere with the recording on.
Yeah,
and he will start with some light questions first, sort of to build up a rapport, like about her life in America or in the States, like what they did there, but vague enough and away from the house, sort of as to build towards that with light enough questions as to not immediately stress her with going, so how did your kid die?
Yes.
Sort of build up a little bit of trust and get her talking, get her eased into it, because...
Yeah, and some of the basics is that before she moved into the house, she had, at best, some, mental exhaustion, but then during her time in the house, that got a lot worse, and she was hospitalized for a while. And as was common at the time, she was given electroshock therapy, which didn't particularly seem to be exactly what she needed, but she did get a lot better from it. Until she then went back home again, and her son died in a tragic accident, and then things got a lot worse again.
Okay. But yeah, after building up to it, he starts sort of like veering towards, so I heard you lived in this lovely house. Can you describe the house? Like easing into before, once again, hitting her with the hard stuff. Like start with something that might have been positive about the house, like how it looked, what did you think about it, the neighborhood, and
She will describe the situation from her perspective as she initially moved into it, and there was this very wonderful old carved antique wooden furniture that clearly was like made with a lot of care and looked like it was very expensive. And ultimately, it was also very much a thing of the time. So a bunch of it was sold and replaced with more modern stuff as they lived there. But it was always very noteworthy. And as well as other decorations that were, carved all over the place. And because you could spend so much time just sort of, examining parts of the house, it was almost as if, the entire house was sort of designed as if it was this single beautiful thing that constantly... had little details that you could discover even though you'd been there for a long time. But ultimately she sort of grew to resent it because she started just feeling uncomfortable all the time, as if there was always just something, that she wasn't seeing anymore, something that drew her attention, like there was something moving. So she got rid of as much of the furniture as she could and rebuilt as much of it, and had it all fixed up to modern standards, and still that feeling just sort of stayed. And it only got worse over time, and she occasionally starts slipping into French as she, describes. The translator will help you understand what she's saying, as the supervisor will also bring it. She's not fully manic yet or anything. Like, she would think that she would start hearing things eventually. Like, at some point, she saw this weird vision of a man just, violently killing himself before she, rubbed her eyes and like, what the fuck, and that was not there anymore. Other time.
As she starts sort of ramping up, Guy Brush will wait for a moment to sort of wear her way towards a more safer, like he's trying to, I hate to use the word, but he's trying to edge her a bit, like based on his professional, his professional training and everything. He lets her go a bit, but when he starts noticing things fray up, he will interject with a question to sort of break that that sort of rising tide to kind of veer her off a bit so that she mellows down again so that we can go back up a little bit. But he sort of keeps her riding that wave as opposed to just letting you build up, and then it explodes.
Excellent. Why don't you give me a psychology, or if you want, a persuasion check to see how well you do at that.
Well, I can give you psychotherapy.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the exact sort of thing you need for this.
Yeah.
Let's send the psychotherapist to psychotherapize. Good. That's a successful. So with this, you manage to keep her calm through the various stories that she tells. In detail, you get a whole bunch of stuff. She talks about, these overwhelming growing visions that she endured nearly a year after living there. When she talks about her husband, Ture, who she describes as having died and was deeply affected by the house. You are aware that he's still alive, by the way.
What did she say about her husband?
She will say that her husband was also killed in the house, as well as her son. But you know that her husband's still alive, so that's not right. And other people who she supposedly saw die in the house as well.
Okay.
The doctor will describe it as some combination of schizophrenia, where she hears and sees things that aren't there, as well as dementia, where she, mixes things up. Except that she's had it for a very long time now, so it's not something you can just explain with old age.
Right.
Did we need the name of the children?
At this point,
make it arrives in the chat.
You would be able to get her daughter, Elise, and her husband, Adam. Those aren't mentioned there. And this is Grandma Rebecca.
Right.
And as you talk to her more, she will, sort of describe it as eventually, and as she's thought about it for a long time and what she has and haven't seen, she was always convinced that something in that house is alive and present. And even though she could never quite see it, it's like it was wearing many masks, constantly pretending to be something and showing stuff, and then she will sort of dive into French as she describes and eventually it builds up and you just have to force yourself to get away from there, but it worms itself in your head. And even now I'm constantly, periodically thinking about it, and I have to just tell myself over and over, no, it's not real, it's not real. At that point, she will sort of go into French and talk more about her son and how tragic it is that he's dead and how it made absolutely no sense and, how could he possibly... We renovated that entire bathroom and he was way too old to just slip and fall and drown himself in it, and certainly wasn't a suicide. And, it's not like someone murdered him and held him down, but that's what it looked like. And the doctor at that point will go okay, she's getting way too excited about this stuff. I hope you've gotten all your answers. You can get maybe one thing as she is being, actively medicated and taken away. Okay, Grandma, you finished your tea. Let's get you back to the thing. If you have anything else, now is the time.
Yeah, I think we got quite a lot. Unless you guys have something. Guybrush will ask if he can see her dream journal since we're here, because that will not stress her out, but it might open up a bit more about the psyche and what she's been going through.
I mean, you just ask her that, and yeah, sure, and that will count as sort of permission for the supervisor.
Sure.
As for the dream journal itself, when you look at that later, it correlates to a lot of the stuff that's already been discussed. And if you read through that, because you can only sort of read through it quickly there, it's not like you can take it with you and extensively analyze it. Also, a lot of it's in French and
Actually,
poorly written.
I will. What I will do is,
Uh-huh.
I will record it with my cell phone. I mean, we still have cell phones. This is 2015.
2015, that is a thing you can do, but you would probably need
so
to be
I will
sneaky.
hold
I don't
my-
know how okay they would be with you just taking all of that footage
Exactly.
in front of them.
Well, I
Might
mean,
be
I will.
confidential.
Yeah, I mean, I will ask. It is like, well, it is for the investigative purposes, and once again, confidential. This will not be spread out anywhere.
Oh, well, if it's confidential, go right ahead.
Yeah, because he was like, I am a practitioner. I know how this works.
That is
This
true.
confidential. This stays absolutely confidential. Yeah. So
That
he's
is
like, I know how this
true.
works. I know how important this is. I respect. I've sworn the oaths. Confidential. This will not go outside of this investigation, even within it. Only to specific key
Okay.
people.
You do
who
the
are vetted.
psychotherapist fist bump with each other, and
Yeah. So sort of make sure that I get a clear picture of every page as I record it, so we have a video of it from which we can read it, as opposed to click, 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 or trying to remember everything.
right. Okay. In that case, rather than searching through it, you will get some clue that eventually she got highly paranoid of all mirrors in the house and would start covering them up as she didn't trust them anymore. As she could swear she always saw something like wrong in a reflection that wasn't supposed to be there. Which struck you as, odd compared to all the other ramblings that were in there. Additionally, once again, she describes all the old furniture that was there as being this elaborate hand-carved stuff of, fine, old, very solid, very beautiful-looking wood that looked like it had all sort of intricate carvings and little hidey holes in it.
But she got rid of them.
Yes,
And bought
because
beautiful new
eventually
ones.
it
Okay.
sort of made her crazy. So
Yeah.
that furniture should be around somewhere, which is sort of in line with what the FBI agent was already doing before he died, which is looking into where did that furniture go. Although you might need to talk to an expert to track stuff down.
Well, we already went to talk to that expert who was tracking it all down.
Yeah, but I mean, if you actually want to see that furniture in particular, then that's how you would do
Right.
Does that furniture have like a mirror? Like what is the name of the item where the girls are like putting makeup, like
a dressing
the
table.
big, yeah, something like that.
Yes, there's more than enough furniture that contains mirrors in one way or another, generally. So,
Yeah.
doubtless there is plenty of furniture with mirrors. Anyway, that's how you spend that particular day.
Yep.
After that,
During that day, I'm asking this from the storyteller because I'm still looking for the supernatural element. Or Guy Brush is, did any dismissive thoughts? I mean, aside from us trying to maintain a sense of normalcy and not believe every crazy thing, but did anything strike out in his own thought processes? Because he is kind of sort of on an introspective alert in that regard, because he knows to sort of, well, he made that mental note of got to be a bit on toes if something seems to draw towards the house.
Whether
like
or not you
dismissive, like, well,
find
the house-
yourself thinking about stuff again right now.
Yeah, going like, well, it's not that dangerous, and well, it would still be a very nice house to live in.
Right. Would you mind a power check? Power. You have a power score of 65, but we'll see.
You're right. Nope.
No. Power is one of those scores that's very much mental fortitude and how aware you are of your own mental faculties. So this is a perfect example of that kind of check.
96.
But no, in this particular case, you were fully in case mode, not thinking about your own thoughts so much.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Who else? Let's see. That brings us to day 7. How much you do on that one. What else would you like to spend your time on? Or what are the others doing while Guybrush is extensively talking to Grandma and processing all the data on that? What's Agent Stone doing on a day like that? What's Dr. Gorm doing on a day like that? You know, looking stuff up online, talking to contacts, reading through papers.
I'm stocking up. Like more weapons, more explosives.
I mean,
more stuff that burn.
You had a stockpile literally filled with that stuff.
Not enough.
you have more or less more guns and ammo. Yeah, it's a safety blanket. I need a safety blanket made out of gun. You take a whole bunch of revolvers and start linking them together so they form a blanket.
My AK-47 bed. Oh.
Yeah. But like we are most likely we are now talking about some entity that is very difficult to destroy. So like basically what like Stone is doing is that he's trying to find out, is there something we don't have that could be a weapon against supernatural? Like I'm talking about like crosses and silver and like salt and stuff like that. He might go back to his like some older episode of Supernatural TV show and like to get inspired.
Yeah, you stock up with a bunch of random, potentially useful evil wards. You know, salt, silver, a wooden stake.
Acid. Actually like a canister of acid.
Yeah, where the fuck would you even buy acid? I mean, battery acid, I guess.
I question there's a lot of them.
Where do
in the
people buy battery
store.
Acid? This is a question I have. Where do I buy battery acid? Do I crack open a battery? Let's see. Some online shop. Oil and chemicals, battery acid. At Napa Online. Your grocery store for all your large-scale whatever the fuck need. 5 gallons of battery acid for $50. I mean,
okay, so not too difficult.
I mean, if battery acid was particularly difficult to get, I don't know why it's in some sort of paper bag on this site. 640 ounces.
AI says that industrial cleaning or metal treatment, like a provider or agricultural or mining supply store, or could be a university hospital chemistry lab, or wherever like labs are buying chemicals.
Hardware store would probably have it. Yeah, some sort of wholesale. Acid is not particularly difficult to get. Sulfuric acid, 20
that's
liters.
what I thought. Like basically, if we find like a cursed table, we're just gonna pour like 10 liters of acid on it and walk away.
Jerry can of fuel? No. We're not setting this one on fire. We're melting this one.
Yeah. And I guess that's also like highlighting the characteristics of Nathan. Like he stocks up.
Yeah, and he's still divergent enough that no copyright strikes against PECs, so it's fine. Also, Peter would be proud from last campaign because he liked to stock up with random supernatural hunting crap too. So yeah, hell yeah, brother. So
Yeah, Victor would also be looking into mirror magic and whatever. But there's this guy Brush, so he will not be looking at things as to how to counteract entities in mirrors.
Yeah. Gorm would probably try to get ahead of good agent, Special Agent Donnelly, because Donnelly seemed to be stuck on this line of thought we are in. But I can see from the list that 86 to 89, 86 to 88, there were Jason and Janine Aiken, and they had a gas leak with only one dead, so the other one should be around. So I tried to find either them or Amanda Braintree and family from 2001 to 2007, where there's just one suicide. So I'm trying to find some others and get ahead of Donnelly's investigation.
Right. You're looking for other survivors, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Ture, and then there's... if you're just going down the list of potential survivors, there's Lucian and Maria Diaz. There's Jason Aiken and Emily Tycroft. Any of those in the list? Because you have the list of the names of the families, right?
I wouldn't know about Tycroft because it only says Louis Tycroft, suicide, one dead. But I would go against.
Right. I mean, you would. I mean, obviously, it's not that they're in the list as a person who lived here, and then it's often also just, oh yeah, someone who was their spouse or briefly lived with them or was the family of.
Yeah, family of probably.
Yes. In the case of Tycroft, because I'm assuming you're just spending some time going down the list and quickly getting like, who are these people? Emily Tycroft, 50, retired paralegal who inherited a lofty sum from her late husband. She lived a quiet life in Meadowbrook and a conscientious neighbor, well regarded by the local community. And if you talk to her about this, let's see, she was the wife of the guy who died, but of course she's not listed here for some reason. I mean, that could just be as simple as she wasn't included in the paperwork, and you only discover that now. Yes, Tycroft, not Tyler.
Yeah, Tycroft. So, yeah, Louis Tycroft, suicide. Okay.
I mean, do you call her on the phone? She should just be available.
Oh no! It's a.
If you want to talk to a woman on the phone, Dr. Gorm, as is tradition.
Why am I going through this list by myself? Scary.
You call her up. I hear your husband's dead.
I hear you got a lump sum.
I hear you're single
from your
and have a lot of money.
Oh goodness!
I'm someone who can do something with all of that. I'm working on a case.
I think I'd just. Okay, I'd like to know from the newer people. So yeah, Tycroft. Anybody after Tycroft, like the Braintree family?
Those might be available, but not easily reachable. So, I believe they are still alive, but just not in a position where you can easily reach them.
Sure. Okay. Well, I guess I'll call Tycroft then.
Yes, because only Amanda Braintree died, and the rest of the family just moved far away without any particular way of being reached. Sorry, what did you say after that? Like, I gave you the list of people that are reachable.
Yeah. I'll just call Tycroft because she seems to be the latest.
Okay, so we are actually getting the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna. It's gonna go well. Different this time. Different. Here we go.
Okay. do. Dr. Gorm on phone. Go. You're calling to a lady in front of you. Hello? Emily Tycroft speaking.
Yes, Emily, good that I could reach you. So, I hope I'm not inconveniencing you, and is this a good time to talk?
Good time for... Are you trying to sell me something? I'm not interested in buying solar panels for my house. I don't care how much you think they're going to give me revenue soon.
Oh, that would be a good idea, but no. I'm not in sales. I am actually calling about a more serious matter, like this unfortunate event you had back in 2000 and I know yes 2000. Around 2000.
in around sort of. Go right ahead and assume if it says he lived there until 2000 and then suicide, that he didn't commit suicide somewhere in between that period.
You never know.
That's generally the last thing someone does.
It just might be that he committed suicide instantly, and it just took 5 years for anybody to notice. No, I'm joking. Anyway. Yes, about your unfortunate situation with your late husband. Would you be willing to talk about that at all? I know I'm just a person in the phone.
Who are you?
Yes, I am Dr. Gorm, Dr. Liam Gorm, and I am. Calling about the I'm investigating this
a doctor
situation. Yes. I don't know if you know, but this or have you noticed how this house it just it just starts to be look like a good idea to buy the house. You understand? And I'm trying to.
Sorry, which house are you talking about? The house that my husband died in the 2000s? That house?
Yes.
Because I've never actually been there myself that often, only like twice.
Oh.
We were on bad terms at the time, and he treated it as sort of a personal project of his to fix up that house. And I never liked it. I thought it was a terrible idea. He said he saw great things in it.
So you were against it. That's very interesting.
Yeah, he wanted to show it off, and I just thought it was the ugly, uncomfortable place. Told him to change a whole bunch of things if he ever wanted just to live there.
Was it like inconvenient place or?
No, it just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
And your late husband didn't share your notions, it seems.
No, he thought it was a great place, although eventually he also started rambling about that he, was living there with another woman who supposedly got everything he was talking about. Honestly, I thought he was losing his mind back then. Suicide didn't surprise me.
Wait, another woman? So he was, cheating on you?
No, I'm pretty sure he was imagining her. At least, I think so. The investigators never found any woman that he was cheating on me with. So, that's good. I'm worried about that for a while.
Yes, well, that is good to hear. Though, the imagined part sounds equally horrible. Did you? So you had no idea, or no? You didn't want to be involved in the house. Did you feel any, did the house repulse you, or was it just like it was an eerie place? I know this is a weird question, but it is really, really interesting.
Well, I mean, why did I think the house was eerie? First time I was there when he was showing it off, I just walked through the place and it felt cold and the shapes were wrong and... I mean, what makes something uncomfortable? I guess I just sort of constantly felt like it wasn't my house. Very straightforward, I suppose. I do remember being the second time when I just was sure, no, I don't want to live here. Because I came in and just instantly heard piano playing, even though it was just the two of us in the house, and I thought, nope, if the house is making these sorts of sounds, then clearly the acoustics are going to mess me up. I don't want to think that it's a haunted house in the middle of the night, or, I don't know, maybe we were hearing the neighbors playing. The acoustics in that place are absurd. You constantly hear stuff from other rooms.
I absolutely couldn't fault you for just leaving the place alone. I understand. I actually did hear something a bit similar from another resident.
And Lewis was convinced, no, I'm going to fix the acoustics. Don't worry, it won't be a problem. We'll get padding and we'll be able to have a fucking live streamer room. And I was like, what the fuck is a live streamer? I don't think that's a thing yet. No, I'm going to set up a podding cast for my Apple. He was always trying to be the latest, greatest technological fashion. That didn't work out now, did it?
Certainly seems not.
With a video or pictures like from the house if he was into technology.
So,
yes, he joined this website called thatguywiththeglasses.com.
Oh. That's a very generic sounding weird. Who would name their...
I don't know, some nerds, and he was like, oh, I'm going to be the screaming elderly man who rants at videos. And I'm like, well, that's a stupid title. No one's going to watch anything you make with a title like that.
No, that would be absolutely insane.
And he pointed to other creators that were like, but they watch this Nostalgia Critic guy. Why not me? Why not ranting old man?
I understand. Did the place have, the other interesting part is like the furniture around the house. Did you notice any antiques around, or was it already modernized?
I mean, I suppose there were still a few antique pieces laying around. I'm pretty sure a fire before destroyed a bunch of them.
Oh yes, the fire.
I think he was trying to have some restored as well. Why? Are you an antiquarian tracking them down or something? I know some people were asking about some stuff before.
Oh yes, probably my colleague Donnelly has called you already, I'm guessing. Or at least his subordinate, I don't know. Don't worry about that. Yes, I think I did... I could see some worth in seeing some antiques around, but about that fire, it was the gas leak, I guess, earlier. But that would have been like
I know some other people died in that house and had accidents, but I don't really know the details. It's just part of the things that make that house creepy. I mean, if someone died in a house, yeah, all right, that happens, or if it's an elderly person. But how many people need to die in a house before you think, you know what, maybe there is a structural problem. Maybe you do need to look at the foundations of the house and make sure all the pipes are in place so there's not constant gas leaks and fires and people accidentally killing themselves by running into a wall and impaling their head with a spike.
Wow, that is a list, yes.
I don't know, I'm trying to remember what he told me. He was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, honey. Emily, dear, it's perfectly normal when children drown in toilets. It's a very common hazard of the day.
Okay, well, I guess you have convinced me to reconsider my position. Hey, thank you very much. I might just skip even going to the open house.
It's perfectly normal when you sleep in the master bedroom and water just continuously drips from a leaky pipe and you die with lungs full of water while lying in your bed. That's perfectly normal. Victorians died of that all the time.
Incredible. Victorian era. Wait, this house is not that old, is it?
Well, pretty much anything just built from the 1900s, I believe, counts as Victorian.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Georgian, I think, which is 1800s. I don't know. I might be missing it up. It was built. You know when it was built. You know what the fuck I mean.
I understand what you mean. I think I'm just trying to convey that Dr. Gorm probably would be nitpicking.
Actually, you mean... Yeah. Anyway, do you have your answers or what? And no, I don't want to buy your life insurance or whatever the fuck you're selling.
Yes, well...
I'm way too smart to be tricked by that.
Exactly. Well, I hope you... I wish you I wish you good luck on your legal endeavors and
if you're someone that's interested in buying that house like those other people, well, then I suggest you just burn the whole thing down and build something much nicer.
It sounds like I'm not the first one that would do that.
You're not.
It's a joke.
Okay, have a nice day.
Good day.
And she hangs up.
Oof. Yeah, that went better than expected. Oof.
You didn't even try to hit on her this time.
I mean, I think all of your characters have been pretty good at talking to women, even though in a weird roundabout way.
You always get the
It's not
information.
terrible, but somehow it works. Skyrim's a women, it just works somehow.
You see that woman over there?
It's my
you can go
many
there.
wiles. Yeah. Okay, so some information to parse there. Okay, she listed a lot of different methods of dying. Well, we already knew it was suspicious to begin with, but holy crap, those are very, very suspicious. So whatever the entity is, it's not even trying to hide them as any kind of accidents, basically.
Also,
nobody's dumb enough to believe that they're actually accidents.
Also, I noticed something. The vast majority of the people who have... Well, we don't know about Icon. Which one of the Icons died?
Aiken.
Yeah, Icon. Was it Jason or Janine?
Jason and Janine Aiken. I mean, you've done some research, so let me just check real quick. Spent a considerable amount of their savings getting electrical plumbing and gas problems under control in 1988. They thought they had gotten the major issues repaired. She began painting. Jason returned home from work late afternoon to find the house filled with gas and Janine unconscious upstairs. All 4 gas burners of the stove were on full but not lit. It was miraculous that there was no explosion. Janine Aiken briefly regained consciousness in the hospital and then died.
Okay.
Jason Aiken left town the following month and never returned.
Where are all the suicides men, by the way?
Because that was what I was looking at, is that a lot of the people who have died in this house, even when there's 2, are men. The first one was a woman, but a lot of the subsequent ones were men.
Yeah, it's always 3 to 5 years. I think there was 6 years in between, but the 3 years is really often.
I mean, in this case, Janine Aiken was a woman, so...
Yeah, which is why I asked. I was like, is that another man? But
well, clearly, the entity only kills men, and this happens to just be a woman very clumsily killing herself. By putting all the gas stoves on and then going to do something else. I do that all the time. I put something on the stove and then I leave and I go do something else. And then my birds start chirping and they're like, help, you're gassing the entire house, help! And then I run back and I go, why are the birds being so loud? Oh, right, the gas.
Yeah, that would be a really funny plot for a comedy movie. Like, somebody trying to kill themselves, but just couldn't and killed everybody else around them. A dark comedy, I'm sure. Now that Matthias, Agent Stone, now that you pointed out that there were pretty consistent intervals between the years, could I try to find astronomical movements of bodies or something like that would coincide with the killings? Because I know I'm reaching, but I'm just trying to find something that connects to having a cycle.
And well, I'm a bit of like a horror movie buff, but like you mentioned that the female voice. So is our like a witchy thing a girl? Maybe somebody like who built the house or the first dead person there? Maybe that's worth looking out for.
Well, the first person who died.
Who is this like a ghosty thing?
Yeah, it was a woman who died first, like Isabel was the first one. But also...
When was the house built? Like that woman spoke about Victorian age, which is a lot older than 1956.
The house was built in 1907.
Yeah, so
still a bit behind.
Yeah, this is not like Agent Stone's sorta, but he's trying to find like who died first in the house, like a lot earlier than 1956. It most likely there's most like years and years before that.
Well, the Wheelers built it. I'm pretty sure the Wheelers who built the house, and then the woman of the original builders and owners died in the house. They brought the Italian witch lady in to cure her.
Yeah.
And then she left, and then Isabella died.
That's still a good idea to check. Maybe the Wheelers had like a daughter at some point who died there. So maybe Isabel is not the one in there, because, or it might be Isabel, because Louis Tycroft definitely saw a woman or talked about a woman who was around there.
Well, but I'm spitballing.
So the house
I'm not sure.
Basically.
I'm not sure exactly about the timeline here, whether or not Guybrush is back. But
You're always.
But then again, the Touré woman saw men chasing her. So it takes, like, in her diary, the thing appears as many faces. So it could be that it's luring in, depending on the victim's psyche, it digs out the most effective images and then uses that as a visage. Because apparently she saw it as many things. It was changing the lookout.
I think I've seen this movie, Stephen King. It will make the men crazy, and then the men will try to kill everybody with an axe. Maybe it's that thing.
Is that the glowing or something?
We didn't describe it before, but there's this giant just hedge maze out back of this house.
And then the guy freezes, like Jack Nicholson is the best.
And then he hits his shins really hard as he comes in. That's why it's
Isari
called the shinning.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were asking.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is miscellaneous research later. I suppose the question is, do you finally go into the house to check something out? Or you're like, no, we have no reason to suspect something, so that when we go in, we do X, Y, Z. Or before we now actually look for that old furniture. Or we check out something from, the outside can only get you so much. It's a building, you look at it.
Well, my question actually was, what was our actual objective? Because the way I remember it, we were supposed to figure out if this is a case for Delta Green. I'm not sure if we were tasked to actually purging the house or actually figuring out if this is a supernatural thing with which the Delta Green should get involved in more.
Yeah, here we go. Here's your objectives over here. Determine the cause of FBI Special Agent Arthur Donnelly's recent death. The coroner gave you a degree of information, but that didn't seem right. So maybe you need to go over the body yourself, or at least talk to the coroner, or investigate the house from the inside to see where he died, etc., etc. Focus attention on the house. Determine whether or not it represents an ongoing threat to the public, and that means in Delta Green terms. Is it something supernatural that you can just, press the delete key on and then it's gone? That already seems to not be the case by setting it on fire. And by your own thoughts, that seems to be the case of, people start thinking about it and then they usually move in and then they usually die. So that's probably an ongoing threat.
Yep.
Due to the internal investigations, maintain distance from FBI and law enforcement whenever possible.
Yeah.
Just means you can't go up to it and go like, "Hello, we are FBI. This house or no." But you have a set of keys, and there's probably an amount of time before new people show up to sell this house. So you probably have some time.
Yeah.
Also, if you go to that corner, try to spin this somehow. Because that makes investigating the body a little bit difficult.
Yep.
So, not AFK anymore. So yes, the most straightforward thing would be, fuck it, we just face roll, go into the house, see how bad it could be. Because people have lived here for, years before they die.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you go in and the house shoots you.
Yep.
Or whatever monster
also, we
is
now
hiding
have
in
an
you.
interesting... Now we also have an interesting thing to test with the recent testimony, is that one person was super into the house and the other one was like, oh no, this is a creepy fucking place. So now Guybrush is curious, does it latch on to multiple people or does it choose a victim among the people
try to
interested?
isolate them?
Yeah. So because he's already felt the first touch, what Guybrush wants to now know is, will the rest of you be able to look at it objectively while he falls in deeper? Or will you all be like, oh, this would be really house, let's move in as roommates?
And are women actually immune to it?
Well, no, because Emilia Isari fell for the house's trap. She moved in, and the agent described as being unable to dissuade her from buying it. Like, she got really into the house. So one hypothesis is that because it failed to lure in the agent, it was like, okay, well, here's the next victim. And through her, then managed to pull the agent in, if it goes after men, but...
Maybe that lady liked the ladies.
I mean, assuming it is a lady...
Also
it could also be that whatever... under the assumption, if we entertain the idea for a moment, that the Italian seamstress was actually a witch or capable of some sort of supernatural abilities, called in something to keep Isabella alive, and that something is still in that house now, extracting a blood knife while protecting the house. It might not have a gender, it just goes for whatever attracts or terrifies its victim.
I mean, are you presenting this as if it's a natural solution or an unnatural cause? In which case, hey, you're entertaining the supernatural.
It's a highly unlikely.
I mean, that is sort of why you're hired here, but there might still be a perfectly rational explanation. And also, remember, the big problem is not so much, is this something unnatural? Because that is kind of why you're called in. It's not unreasonable for you guys to be like, well, this is some fucky bullshit, we can't exclude anything. The problem is, you don't know exactly what you're dealing with, so you can't exclude anything.
Yeah. But it is one of those, well, I mean, this is what we know, and if we go with the hypothesis that it was her, this is what might have happened because of the stuff that we have heard about her, which is her weird Wiccan rituals or whatever, witch rituals and blood sacrifices. So
Did we actually ever
You conjured a pagan ghost.
did we actually ever like check what happened to the seamstress after she left?
No.
Did we?
No, we
No, we
never.
didn't.
That's a thread we haven't chased, but it's something that I have been meaning to suggest at some point.
The records are also
Alright.
fairly old that you previously looked at, so if there wasn't anything in particular, like, oh, and then she moved away and she was last seen in Italy somewhere, it probably means she just disappeared from the records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that could mean, oh yeah, then she literally disappeared into the shadows. Or it could mean,
Saw
and then
her
she
disappear.
got in a car and drove away.
I think the most curious thing that Guy Brush would be interested in, did she actually, are there records of her after leaving the house? In that, did she actually move away, or is it possible that she died in that house herself?
Well, you've done
And
extensive
then the rumor
research on this topic before, and you don't have any information on that.
Hmm.
Also a movie about some inbreeds living on the cellar of the house and killing all the new owners of the house because they just wanted to keep it as their own. That would be not supernatural, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if they lived there this
unnatural.
long,
The Fritzl family secretly living here for hundreds of years
Mm.
would also be fucked up. Would honestly be thematically also completely fitting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but when you're not paying attention, they sneak upstairs out of the secret basement and they turn on all the gas valves on the stove and then they sneak back down and wait for you to die. Get out of her fucking house! This is our magic-obsessed house. We're obsessed with it, not you. The obsession part is real, but then all the other stuff is just the inbred hillbillies.
So shall we go into the house? Because Anders is not here.
Yes.
He will be the sacrificial lamb who's not allowed in case we all fall.
Yeah, in case you all certainly start screaming mad, then Mateo will be outside to rush in, grab you, and yoink you out.
Yeah. Also, he'll be
Just to be sure, Guy, like maybe you keep your weapons for us for safekeeping in case you start rambling in languages and like shooting people.
Well, what if Stone starts rambling in languages and shooting people?
Well,
we
I
can
can
do
kill you
anything.
with my bare hands as easily. So,
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
according to that logic, you should give your weapons
so
to Stone and Gorm then. And then you have your bare
why should
hands
we
and
make
they
it
have
any
guns.
easier for you?
Make it a fair fight.
Yeah, there's no reason to make it easier for you. You don't get with bare hands. You don't need to go.
so you already like contacted the owner once. So let's like put our fine dresses on. I will get my battery acid and we will go to shop the house.
Why do you need a battery acid?
Well, if we find the cursed furniture, we are going to put the battery acid on it.
You assume it's a cursed furniture.
No,
How would you recognize a piece of cursed furniture?
well, you just do. I have seen at least 100 horror movies. If it's from one of them, I can't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's utter like a seriousness in Agent Stone's eyes.
And there's the same deadpan expression on Guy Brush's face as he usually has. Which indicates that he's clearly skeptical, as you can tell. He's barely moving expression. I would suggest you not bring it yet. We have keys, we can go into the house later on our own, and then you can drench the cursed furniture with battery acid.
Okay, especially Guybrush going against Stone's idea. Gorm turns toward Guybrush and goes like, actually, I concur with our Agent Stone here. We should bring some battery acid. and we should probably disarm you for you seem quite defensive about this house right now.
Well, considering we cannot go in as agents, how are you going to mask said battery acid? Do you bring it in a thermos bottle and pretend it's coffee?
Isn't the house away from prying eyes? So why even?
My point is, if it's a
about
viewing, there's probably going to be someone presenting the house to us, which means there's going to be an outsider present, and you're carrying a jerry can of battery acid. Is my point.
We should.
It's fine. I can leave it in the car and get it when it's needed.
Exactly. On the house.
And there was like one of them, and there's three of us. Like I'm sure you can keep him busy while I will do nasty on another room.
And how will you mask the battery acid?
It's in the car. No. We don't have to mask it. It's just in the trunk.
Right. So
I think that you are right. I think that the house has got a hold of him. Maybe we should just tie him up already and leave him here.
I don't disagree with drenching a cursed object, provided you can find it, with battery acid, provided it can destroy it. My point is, we are not law enforcement here. We cannot pretend to be law enforcement here. We need to be ordinary buyers, and we need to be super under the radar, lest the law enforcement gets involved and this whole thing becomes a lot more complicated. That's my point.
I think we need also something to cover a mirror, in case we find one.
We also need to be prepared, just in case. At some point, you just need to do whatever you need to get rid of the unnatural. Even though we would, of course, try to avoid it as far as possible.
Absolutely true. We also need chloroform, in case we need to take care of whoever is keeping eye of us.
Well, how do you suggest to do that?
Wait, what did you need chloroform for?
Agent Stone is looking you like knowingly. I think it hurts less than smack on the head.
Guybrush goes, you do realize that the moment you remove the rag, it only takes a couple of minutes for the person to wake up. It does not work like in movies. Chloroform's effect is incredibly short in real life.
Well, he can just keep the rag pressed to your face if that's the case.
And then put you on the handcuffs.
Yeah, if anything, that just mildly changes the mechanics. It just becomes a snooze button.
Yeah.
Keep pressed
like,
in order to
you're a
keep unconscious.
cinephile. I need to correct you or something. You're a cinephile. You have weird ideas, even for Delta Green agents. Please be serious. It doesn't work like in the movie.
What if I simply punch you in the jaw?
Medical expert.
No.
I know as a medical expert.
Actually,
but what you do, you drench like 2 tampons with chloroform and just stuck them in the nostrils, and you're fine.
Has Dr. Gould tested this personally?
To which the Guybrush was like, well, that would probably work.
Also, after this discussion, Agent Stone says, you know what also works? And then he turns to Mateo, and he just punches him in the jaw, and Mateo goes, ah! And then gets turned off. Just falls over.
That's what Mateo is with.
Actually, what you said is not totally right. I was just Googling about it.
Really?
Chloroform actually is slow, extremely dangerous for the victim, and can actually kill you. So it's not fast and like short term, but like slow affecting and dangerous in all aspects.
Wow, the movies are not doing people any favors.
It's not working like in the movies.
Yeah, it's not working. Like, I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, it could be that I've heard wrong, but like if you remove the rag, it gets removed from. Like, you need a constant exposure to it for it to work a long time. But yeah, I think it replaces oxygen or something, which does kill you.
Okay, You know what? If this becomes relevant and someone somewhere gets chloroformed, I guess we're gonna see what the fuck it does at that point. Both of you are actually wrong. It causes someone to immediately turn blue, and that's all it does. Puts rag up to someone's face. They become a Smurf. Like, why aren't you unconscious? Why are you blue?
Yeah, so I was asking AI to like put it in the delta green setting, and first round the target notices something is wrong, starts coughing, like a struggling, maybe holding breath. Takes several rounds for like creating nausea, confusion, impairment of action, and a full scene to like a cause unconsciousness. Mm-hmm. And then if you roll badly, the person just dies. So yeah, let me replace with a taser.
Yeah, taser. Yeah, but I imagine this would be a lecture you would not only get from Guybrush, but probably also from Gorham. It's like chloroform. No, you will kill one of us more than likely. Do not.
No, I'm not a medical doctor. No way. I know that.
Well, then you will get this lecture from Guybrush, who's like, unless you intend to kill me, do not use chloroform for the aforementioned reasons.
There's a possibility that Guybrush realizes that like Agent Stone's just fucking with him.
Please do not kill me. Also, if he wants to get you unconscious, he can just chokehold you. Just fucking puts his arm around your neck. There are so many ways to get you unconscious. He does the Vulcan nerve pinch, but instead of, being the Star Trek thing, it just crunches a part of your nerve system, and then you collapse from pain. You just collapse from pain.
Yeah, but like a joke aside, like Agent Stone is like reserving arsenal of things in the car in case something goes wrong, including the acid, including the flamethrower, including a large canvas to like cover at least a medium-sized mirror if there is a evil like a beauty table with like demonic like drawings around.
That's perfectly fine. Put it in your character sheet, and then we'll consider that you have that somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
We'll count it as prepped, as opposed to I go in. Oh, I also would have brought this exact demonic tome from a library that I know I would have had to bring beforehand. Like, you mentioned it now. I'll consider it
like one suitcase.
Yes, good enough. Okay, the next important question is, you want to go to the house. Did you want to use your own keys that you found in the storage, or do you want to go through a realtor? You don't need to go through the realtor, you have keys. You can just go up to it.
That would be the safer bet.
Yeah, let's just go without the realtor.
Down low radar.
Yeah, okay. You don't need to break in, you have keys, you can just go up, and anyone who sees that will assume, well, I mean, they have keys. I'm sure one of these people is the realtor.
That's why they go in with the 2 canisters of acid.
Yeah, those are the realtor canisters.
I mean, Guybrush is already in a suit, so he'll just bring a clipboard and some brochures or whatever.
Just walk with confidence and be in a suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Yeah, exactly.
This nice gay couple wants to buy a house, and he's going to show them.
Yeah, exactly. He has a printed brochures and some information he can find of the house from the internet.
I mean, the neighbors aren't going to give a shit. He's just go up to the house.
Sure, but if someone gets close enough and gets he's a thorough guy. Someone gets close enough, sees the clipboard, stuff on the house. That's a picture of the house. Sure enough.
Yep, that sure is a house he has there.
Looks like the same house from outside.
Yep. That sure looks like a house. Okay, let's see. Where would you come in? The layout of the house is no big mystery. But for the purpose of... Let's see, are you guys looking at Roll20 or looking at my shared screen?
Both.
Neither. Let me check out your screen.
Classic Matthias.
Okay, I'm just going to put the basic description since you would have had more than enough time. That's not it. You had more than enough time to walk around and get an idea of just the layout, look in through the windows, be like, okay, what's what, what's where. And the basic layout of the house is a little weird and confusing. There's no secrets on this map. Look, it has a foyer and a den and a garage and a kitchen.
Bonus room.
Yeah, the term bonus room made me go like, why? no one calls their room the bonus room.
That's where the bonus family lives.
That's where you get your bonus score. You get in there and the music starts playing. Everyone starts glowing and you gotta jump around and grab coins.
And if you touch anything, it dies instantly.
And when the lightning strikes, you don't lose your items.
Yeah, everyone becomes small and starts spinning around.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, if that happened to me in a house, I would run off insane too. You know what? Case closed. We've solved the problem. We've solved the problem of the house.
There's a guy named Mario.
Is it Peach? It's Peach, right?
Yeah, it's Peach.
There was no special place where a lot of people have died by our research.
I mean, you've been present for most
Somebody
of the
was
research
drowned,
I've read
was, in the
out.
bathroom.
Someone drowned in a toilet.
Yeah. The kid
Someone drowned in their bed as their lungs were filled with fluid. Someone died upstairs while there was a gas leak. Someone died in a fire. I mean, it's a big list.
Okay, so basically no.
There is no particular room that people have died in.
Yeah.
No. So you will just sort of have to look around and see what's what.
Okay. Let's not separate.
Yes, let's stick together.
Yeah. And did you guys give out your gun?
Yeah. You know,
Okay. All right.
I'm not expecting
It's on my belt.
anything. I'm not expecting. Actually, I think he would probably leave it behind. I'm not expecting. If I'm the realtor, I shouldn't have a gun anyway. So he's like, yeah.
You can also just conceal carry.
What am I gonna do? Shoot a mirror?
I have the suitcase with me if we went with our own keys.
Yep. I mean, yeah. You can bring whatever the fuck you want. I mean, aside from the car inside. If it fits inside a house and you can carry it with you and it's on your character sheet, I'm going to assume you have it on you unless it's, fucking huge and cumbersome, in which case we'll see. Anyway, impressions of the different areas as you go through them and investigate them. The porch and the foyer. The front porch is a simple stone affair enclosed by iron bars 3 steps up, a single lamp hanging above a red door. The porch opens into a small foyer. It has a closet that opens directly into the dining room and the den. The closet has a full-length mirror facing the foyer.
Okay, how big is the mirror?
Full length, so you can just see yourself, feet to head, so you can see how you look when you go out.
What does
Okay, I'm not going to look at it, and I'm going to cover it with the large cloth I have in my suitcase.
Okay, immediately mirror, time to cover it.
Yep.
What does the front door? Does the front door even have a mirror? Because I think some front doors have a reflective surface on the outside.
It is a red wooden door with a small glass window.
Right. Okay. So they didn't go that far. Okay.
Let's also make sure we keep notes of little things like, hey, big mirror, covered.
I only have one cloth. If you find a second mirror, we are screwed. We need to go to Iron Star if that happens.
We need to do this shit for every single fucking mirror.
I'm sure there are multiple sheets around.
I imagine the furniture is covered. If this has been empty for years, so they probably cover them with dust.
Yeah, true.
Coverings or shit like that. That they will then, before viewing is, they'll pull them off. But so they don't have to dust everything. It's like, let's keep it clean.
Yeah. In the den, it seems by a quick look that the furniture here is what was kept by the previous occupant before the agent, Inara Hisari. Just going vaguely by the style, it looks like it's been here for a while and looks like it's been sort of studied.
Right.
You know, and with notes and tape in places to try and be like, okay, this was here and this was here. There's the occasional tape on the floor where there might have been some other piece of furniture at a time as the agent was trying to make sense of things.
Yeah. Agent Stone has a shotgun ready on his hip.
Okay. Yeah, in the den where you are now, assuming you go there, technically you could also go into the kitchen right away. I'm just going as you would logically walk through it, and then we'll see what happens when stuff happens. In the den, the largest room is the centerpiece of the house, holds a grand fireplace. Quite a large, stone mantle on it. And then this, big, deep, black void that leads up to somewhere. Exit from here, go to the foyer, the black porch, a breakfast nook, a hallway that leads to several bedrooms. Most of the furniture of the previous occupant remains here. A few old styrofoam cups sit there with what smells like old coffee. Although judging by the cups, you guess that those were probably left by the police rather than anyone else.
I will try to pay extra attention to the mirrors and particularly their positioning, because they seem to stand out. So that's like, you mark them down a bit, like a mirror here, like how many of them are and how they're positioned, just in case it's got anything to do with whatever's going on here.
Yeah, I will try to make note of any particular things you might have.
And he will make a note to look into the mirrors as we go, to see if he sees what Mistress Duray saw.
Of course.
So I'm gonna try and find that guy.
Yep.
Agent Stone is doing absolutely the opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Stone tries to make a point of not looking in any mirrors. And Guybrush makes a point of looking in every fucking mirror he can.
Yes.
Okay. Preferably, probably before he covers them up if he can.
Yeah. But he will have informed you too of what he's doing. He'll be like, okay, Madame Duray seemed to think that there was something strange in the mirrors. That's where she saw whatever she thinks haunted the house. So I'm gonna be looking at every one of them to try and see if I can see it, because I assume that I've already been affected, so I want to see if it's already on the prowl.
It's okay. Now I know who to point my shotgun first.
Yeah. Going through the various bits. Next, assuming you would go to the kitchen, but it's in your hands if you like this first. If we're just going through things, the kitchen looks like it was cutting edge in 1956, but now looks very dated. Stick-on tile is peeling. The Formica counters are cracked and yellowed. Stove is ancient. And there is a subtle, nasty odor hanging in the air of like eggs that got stuck in between cracks long ago and was never fully cleaned out.
So gas.
It looks recently rifled through. Many of the cabinets are half opened. A half-filled garbage bag sits on the floor, filled with foodstuffs from an old fridge that was cleaned out.
Any mirrors? Reflective surfaces?
I mean, the fridge is probably reflective, I guess.
Okay, but no particular mirror.
It does not look particularly like a mirror, but it is, metallic on the outside, so you could see yourself in it if you tried.
Right. The mirror in the foyer, did it look like, or did it match the description of the general style of the house that Duray described, in that it's highly detailed and decorated? I'm also trying to see which mirrors are newer and which look like the decorative card, expensive wood stuff that would have been here before. Like how many mirrors have been replaced and maybe brought in, and how many have survived and belong to the house?
Yeah, I mean, whenever possible, I will try to note when something is clearly an original. But due to the house having gone through so many different generations, it's going to be very difficult to tell exactly which generation something is from, unless you have expertise in something like that.
No, what Guybrush is going to be paying attention is the decorative. Like this is his assumption, and he knows his assumption. But he's like, well, the frames of the mirrors are probably also going to be the same, carved, highly detailed, like the frames of the wood that she described. In that, they have a lot of little detail. Because that apparently seemed to be the theme of the house when they moved in. So he's like, that's probably what everything is going to be like. And so the mirrors are probably going to have that same theme to fit in. And if it's not that, it's probably newer, is his logic.
Next up, the dining room looks through 3 panels of a gamble window onto some shrubbery in the front yard. Doorways lead to the foyer and the kitchen. A gaudy 1950s chandelier seems to have a wiring problem, as it is missing a few lights that aren't quite on and has the occasional flicker. The dining room is still filled with boxes of Emila's possessions, and judging by the layer of dust, they have sit there untouched for a very long time, not even claimed by her family. The house has maneuvered through the legal system a little bit. So you're aware that technically it belongs to the family now, but it's also sort of going to the bank due to the mortgage. So who exactly owns what and when they are ready to pick it up is anyone's guess. If you want to investigate the boxes, you can. Who knows what sort of clues are in there?
An important question, now that we've been through a couple of rooms, Guy will turn to the group, or the rest of the guys, and go, how do you feel about the house at this moment? Is it creepy? Is it attractive?
If you ask that in particular, yes. Stone and Dr. Gorm, and you are just going to think it's
try not to think about it.
It's just a house. It's literally just an old fucking house. It's an empty house with no one living in it.
Right. So no particular... even Guybrush, who was, when browsing the internet, was like, could live there.
Yeah, I mean, that's still sort of a thought you have, but now that the 3 of you are just sort of walking around here, reflective chandelier, who knows what's fucking reflective and what isn't.
Agent was putting like his big hand on the guy's shoulder and said that if I were you, I wouldn't think it too much or dig too deep. We are on a mission.
You should always dig too deep.
Well, I'm merely trying to observe whether or not the house is starting to exert an influence on us or not. And if we start finding it an attractive house, well, that's the first red flag. So we need to be mindful whether or not our stance for the house changes, or if someone finds it particularly repulsive, like some of the people we have talked to have expressed their feelings about it.
I mean, plenty of people have just
old.
People need houses. If there's an empty house sitting somewhere and it looks fairly nice, it's not weird for people to just constantly buy a house.
Right, but based on what he is going by what we've heard is that, okay, well, there are certain things that raise a little bit of a flag that we need to pay attention to. So he's going,
I get it. But if you ask me in every room, like, do we feel like a thing yet? Let's go through all the rooms first, and then we'll see where we end up.
No, this is basically we're in the house now. How do you feel now? Is it starting? Okay, we can move on and I'll ask later.
How about now?
It's not every room, but it's the preliminary. Do you feel anything yet? No? Okay, we can continue and I'll ask at some point. Yeah. If no immediate signs, he's like, okay, let's continue. And you'll ask at some point, but not yet.
The bottom bedroom looks like it was probably for children. It looks as if it was in the midst of being redecorated. Half the room's wallpaper has been removed, revealing a blue sea filled with cartoon ships in an earlier pattern. There is no furniture, only a stepladder, some old paint buckets, and some tarps. The next one is a small bedroom in the hallway that shares a bathroom, the bedroom above it. It's also plain, empty. Old ratty lime green rugs are on the floor. Looks like they've also been there for at least 2 owners ago. Old lime-colored rug. Old lime rug. The bathroom in between, it says it shares a bathroom, but I sort of expect that to mean that they can walk in there, but they mean a bathroom is in between the two of them, which I find a weird way of describing, because bedroom number 2 also shares that same bedroom, and you didn't feel necessary to mention it there. Anyway,
that is a weird way of saying, yeah.
No cellar or something.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Like Agent Stone's like kicking some carpets on the side. If there would be a logical place for like basically a hatch like with the stairs downstairs.
Maybe, but you're doing a quick check. The small bedroom to the north and the adjoining hall shares the bathroom there. Also plain, empty. The carpeting has been removed here, revealing wood tack strips, which once held the carpet in place. It really does look like this entire place was just mid-renovation.
I must say this house seems surprisingly ordinary.
Yes. However, you are checking out that particular one. There is a smell here that will hit all of you, sort of with a sort of wave of nausea as various smells are hanging here, which might be why the carpet was removed in the first place, as probably eons of cat piss had been sitting in there. You're not entirely sure what it is. It's some combination of cat pee or vomit, maybe like burning hair.
Was it the bedroom 4?
It's bedroom 4, yes, the one I moved you to.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a forensics guy who's probably smelled quite a bit of things from different kinds of scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I think the guy was killed in master bedroom. But anyway, can I recognize any of the is there any recognizable, discernible smells based on my personal experience with my job?
If you all spend some time trying to examine the smell and identify it, which is, I think, what you're doing, right?
Yeah, it's what he would be doing.
Is it could it be a corpse? Like that could be something that like Agent Stone would basically recognize, because he is demon to violence. He has seen corpses in the war.
Absolutely.
Most likely something that's been laying basically for weeks.
Yes.
Because the corpse basically it will basically destroy the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It will when it goes in parts, it will just destroy whatever is below it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to need all of you to actually make a sanity check. A minor one.
I had to go ahead and open my...
Why? Why did you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't
that's a fumble even. Okay, we have a failure, a fumble.
And I'm trying to still find where it is. There, okay.
And a failure. Great.
And a failure.
All of you lose 1 sanity point.
Oh no.
As you try to identify the smell, and you... So we'll say 1 point, 1 sand lost. It's fine.
Is this unnatural, by the way?
Yes. because as you discuss this, you'll realize, like, wait a second, like, you're smelling a corpse smell. But then, as you describe it, and the others, match up with it, Dr. Gorm doesn't smell corpse smell. Like, no, to him, it's very clear, like, no, this is where they just had a whole bunch of cats. And cats peed all over the place, and then, something got caught in an electrical fire. And, meanwhile, Guybrush is like, well, no, that's not right. It smells like the chemicals. It doesn't smell like a corpse at all. Like, all three of you are very certain on what you're smelling, and you're also realizing you're all smelling something else.
Okay, yeah.
I start knocking through the floor to see if there's any if there are any hollow places where something might be hidden under the floorboards in this place.
I'll step outside at least to the corridor, like gasping for air. Oh, this is so horrible.
Let's keep together. I will also follow him to the corridor. I'm keeping my eyes on the guy.
You're moving in the corridor. Dr. Gorm is moving into the corridor. Guy is checking out the floorboards, right?
Yeah. He's knocking about to see if there's a different kind of knock to see if there's might be something hidden underneath them or. Yeah.
Gorm, and you for sure have like smelled what an old body smells like.
Let's see.
Well, this isn't it.
Because of circumstances, you guys are in the thing. Guybrush, as he is going around, the floorboards are fairly old, and you will actually find like a crack in an area where there seems to be a place where it sort of goes to the crawl space underneath the house. Clearly one of these boards needs replacing. And you think the smell is coming from there. It's stronger down there. You can't see down there, though. It's just a dark crawl space.
Okay. Well, phones have flashlights, so I take mine out and I start trying to sort of shine it into the crack.
Yeah, okay. You get on your, hands and knees to get closer to this thing, and as you do, you're certain you hear something moving around down there. Like something making a small scratching sound against the wood that skitters sort of out the way as you get closer to it.
Okay.
And as the light sort of goes closer to the hole.
Right. It's probably a rat. But there's nothing visible. How deep does it seem like the shaft of light hits soil or insulation or anything?
It's about a foot of empty space and then soil.
Okay. So you conclude it's probably a rat. As the skittering goes away, does the stench seem to disappear, or does it remain static? Like this room just stinks.
The stench is still there, but it seems like it's coming from inside that hole. The guys that have moved out of the room, yeah, the smell's just dissipated for you guys.
So you guys
did you find something?
Well, the smell seems to be coming from beneath the house. I heard something skittering. Was probably just a rat. But
yeah, as you begin to sort of move your phone away, you can actually hear and almost feel something moving under those floorboards, just zooming, just as if it moved underneath your legs, just zooming past you.
Like in the house, in the room, or beneath the room?
You just feel a sensation on your legs.
Okay. I will sit up and just an instinct. I sit up and look where it is, and by instinct, my phone also just points towards the direction it would have gone, and he goes, "Did you see what it is?"
Can I roll alertness?
Yeah, sure.
He goes, "What was that? Did you guys catch it?"
Oh, we shall see.
Can I ask?
A fail.
No, it was
I
probably.
because I am trying to find it.
78 out of 60.
Yeah. I was trying to find it as well. My alertness isn't that high.
Yeah, whatever the sensation was must have just been vibrations from the floorboard. You know, if
No,
something,
didn't
if
see
some,
shit.
if a truck drives by, then it makes the entire floor go, "Brrr," and that vibrates
Sure,
your leg.
sure.
Maybe that's what you felt.
It was, and it's probably just a rat underneath the floorboards doing the scratching.
Let's continue and return here if there's nothing else we find that is suspicious.
Yes. I do check the
I think we have a
closet,
crowbar in the car. Like we can remove the floor. But it takes time.
I will check the walk-in closet as well, though, just in case.
Any skeletons?
Did I describe it as being a closet here? Yes.
It's in the.
Yes, yeah, I know. It's in the map. I'm in the map. I'm just going with the description. Like, does it say anything in particular about it?
Sure.
That's like saying I checked the light bulb in this particular room, and I'm like, does this particular room have a special light bulb?
Yeah.
Did I mention it? I mean, obviously there is one.
all the rooms seem to have a small walk-in closet, or at least a closet in them. So I would be checking all of them.
Okay. One moment.
Do I die here or no?
Without really thinking about it too much, just sort of as a way of inspecting how much light is in there and to see things properly, you slide the closet door closed as you step inside.
Yep.
Leaving you for a brief moment in the dark in this place as you just sort of listen and sense. And for the most part, it seems like it's a perfectly normal space. And then you feel that same sort of vibration of the thing moving past you. You feel that moving just as the closet slightly vibrates again. Like there is something moving right next to you somewhere. You can feel it as if it just sort of zooms up your leg.
Okay. Well, my hand goes where it seems to be going next.
Okay.
And as the light of the flashlight or I'll just activate the screen of my cell phone because that even gives a little bit of light just to direct it at the thing.
Yeah. As you try to grab this sensation that you feel running.
Yeah. Nope.
you try to swat at it as if you are swatting at a mosquito. Just suddenly you're and almost instinctively your hand just goes smack and you smack, I mean, not the side of your head where you would hear a mosquito, but instead the side of your body, like, thing on me. You slap it a few times, the sensation is gone, and you quickly open the door again to be in the light, and you see nothing.
Okay.
As if a bit of dust rubbed up against your leg and freaked you the fuck out, and you went...
I mean, dust doesn't make a tingling sensation go up your leg, though.
I mean, just a dust bunny that blows in the wind as you move the closet door and goes whoosh next to you.
I mean,
especially if you're primed for it.
Sure, absolutely. If you're primed for some creepy stuff, you can imagine a lot of stuff running on your skin.
That is true. And as a psychiatrist, especially after that, Guybrush as a psychiatrist would absolutely be like, oh, it must just been psychosomatic. I'm on the edge of the house's influence anyway. And...
You look pretty jumpy, boss. If you want to take a breather outside, we don't think less of you.
No, we can continue. Say as I come out of the closet. Like I just felt like for the second time I felt like something skittering over my legs, but it is natural for the brain to trick itself. Yes. I mean he out loud asked like what was it? Yeah. Did you see it when he was on the floors, on his fours on the floor? And it's like it was just like when I was looking through the floorboard. He felt like something run along my legs.
No, I didn't see any movement.
You're just basically paranormal ghost hunters at this point, as you jump at every little movement or sensation and goes, what was that?
Yeah.
Ghost?
Okay.
Are you there? Except it's the middle of the day.
But Guybrush does explain that it is normal in a high stress situation for the brain to trigger psychosomatic sensations and like make fake that it feels something. So it's like it's probably nothing.
So, does this door have a lock? So whatever it was that was what you sensed might be locked in.
Is there a mirror in this room, by the way? I don't think there is because you didn't mark it.
No, there's nothing reflective aside from the windows.
Okay.
Actually, there are closet doors. Do those happen to have windows? I believe that they are likely to have them. I'm going to say yes. The closet doors here have mirrors.
Okay.
Which counts for both of them, I guess. So,
on the inside or the outside?
Outside, obviously.
Outside usually.
Okay.
Closet door.
In the bedroom, our closet has a mirror on the inside. So when you open
well,
it,
if okay, these are sliding closets, not
right.
What the fuck is it called?
Yeah. Sliding doors usually have mirrors.
Yeah,
yes.
Those are outside. You're right.
You have to lock yourself in the closet in order to use the mirror.
Yes.
So yeah, I do see if we could somehow block the door, because there was definitely something. The odor was horrible. Let's try to isolate this room from the rest of the house.
Very well. That is, I suppose, logical. My guess is that it is my brain playing tricks because I think I heard a rat scurry underneath the floorboards. So
I'm gonna say that it's a bedroom. Do bedrooms usually have locks? I mean, maybe the master one, but not the kids' rooms. I'm gonna say no.
Well, I don't know. Back when, before I went to school, we had a what's it called, a perhepäivähoitaja. Basically, you go over to someone's house who's like a babysitter for a day. And she had, when she put us to, like, send us to naps, she would lock the doors of each bedroom. So.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a fire hazard.
All right, you know what? We're just rolling for it. If it's lower than 50, then they all have locks.
Yeah.
Higher, they don't. They don't own the locks. Okay. Oh, the child locked itself inside us again.
Extra chairs. We can put chairs to basically like barricade the rooms after we have investigated them.
This one. I mean, they open to the inside though.
They do.
Oh, okay. Then nothing.
Yeah.
No problem.
Also, you're just extensively blocking empty rooms.
Just this one. This one had the smell. I don't want the smell.
True. As you step out, the smell very quickly dissipates. Though.
Yes.
But it's not like you step from the like in the room, horrible smell. In the hallway, no smell at all.
No. It fades from your consciousness pretty quickly as you leave. It's like, oh man, that is a nasty smell. And then you step out and you waft a few times, and okay, it's gone.
But I do close the door at least, even if it's not lockable.
Sure.
Move it.
I mean, there. Bigger line, please. Bigger line, please. Roll 20. Thank you.
We can put something to like to lean on it. So if somebody opens it up from the inside, it will basically fall and create a sound.
Sure. Like the door.
Sure. You go to your car and you grab whatever the fuck you have nearby. There's all sorts of furniture and boxes. You improvise a small fort as you build bricks to make
and
sure
then they're
that
proud of each other. Yeah.
Yes, and then you build a small palisade in front of it to make sure that it's very locked. There.
Then we invent a cannon aimed with acid toward. No.
Then you build a cannon, like two-wheel. It takes a full day to fucking wheel this thing in from the outside, but you have a cannon aimed at the door.
Okay.
That didn't happen, because that would be fucking stupid and silly.
Exactly, yeah. Moving on. Breakfast nook. That's a funny...
Yeah, I mean...
like it's an open... Yeah, it's an open kitchen.
Yeah, breakfast nook, yeah.
Gotcha.
I was very confused what exactly the breakfast nook was as well, which apparently is just some combination of a small little corner with usually a table or alternatively like a bar where you eat breakfast. Okay. A dedicated breakfast eating place.
It's probably a smaller table, and then you have the larger dining table. So it's a table in the kitchen, and then the dining room has the actual big table that you set for.
The kitchen is already next to the dining room. It's not like you're saving time.
Well, it does. You don't have to go through the door. It's specifically for unofficial stuff, and then the dining room is where the parties and the eating with the family happens.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen at the same time as someone is eating breakfast, so just reuse the dining room. Just make it the eating food room.
That's for poor folks. Poor folks using the same.
Do you also have a separate brunch room?
No, you have the breakfast nook problem.
Or is breakfast not important? It's the most important meal of the day. Why does that one have to be in the nook?
Because it's in the kitchen, so you don't have to set the table.
Right, okay, so we're going to say that there's a little table here and then some separate chairs here, and that's where people eat breakfast. That's where people are forced to eat the breakfast. No, that's the special place, specifically designed so you can eat breakfast while facing out as the fucking sun shines here, and you can sit in the sun as you have your breakfast here. That's why this is the breakfast.
And see the garden. Yeah, exactly. You can take the breakfast from the counter and go eat here, as opposed to having to set up the dining table and then wait for the entire family to arrive.
Right, as an additional fuck you, it just has like 5 mirrors here.
They're all facing each other.
All facing each other. There's just mirrors fucking everywhere, because I love the sunlight here so much.
Nah.
I like the way you said breakfast nook where you are forced to eat breakfast. It just somehow underlines how absurd the idea is. Like, no, you can't eat breakfast in the dining room. What are you doing?
You have to eat it in the breakfast nook. Fuck you. You're not allowed to bring breakfast out of the kitchen area. You can't go through any doors or portals or gateways, whatever. You must eat it where you make it.
Now, serious question. Are there 5 mirrors in the room? And
there are now!
Because if mirrors facing each other was an important thing for me.
Yes, there's mirrors all over the fucking place here.
Okay. So I'm taking this as a GM inadvertently telling us, or unintentionally telling us.
Maybe it could just be that I just read over it again and was like, "Oops, I forgot to mention these."
Oh, could be.
I forgot to mention these 5 mirrors from the earlier rooms, so I guess they're all here.
I was just moving all the mirrors, the same place.
From the previous visit to the kitchen where he said, no, there's no mirrors, but there is a reflective fridge. Now there are mirrors.
All right. So
but anyway,
you find kitchen.
Yeah, well, we went to the kitchen. We went to the kitchen.
You're currently in the kitchen as you're going through it and going, I don't remember these 5 mirrors being here a moment ago.
Yeah, exactly. We went to the kitchen and then dining room and then we went to the bedrooms and now we're back in the kitchen and we're like, hey, wait a minute. Someone brought a bunch of mirrors here.
Yeah, you turned around, you turned back, mirrors.
Maybe to mention something about this house, maybe being able to, you can explore it again and again.
Yeah, you always find something new.
Always new mirrors somewhere.
We didn't check that storage room. There's a storage room from the dining room. Which
I suppose there is.
The logical thing for going our kitchen storage room, and then we go to the rest of the house.
Well, the storage room, you can access it through the garage.
I'm pretty sure it just sort of counts as a part of the garage.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I figured because it's part of the kitchen, I was like, well, since we're in the kitchen, otherwise we're making a loop back into the kitchen, find the mirrors gone and the breakfast nook empty as well, and then we.
It's the breast nuke is where you are forced to. No. Let's go with that.
The breast fook nuke.
Yeah, that's where you're forced to breast fook. Women don't like that room.
I don't even know where that was coming.
You're in the garage.
Yes.
This 2-car garage doubles as a storage area along with the little storage room to the south. Before 1950-something, it was a screened-in porch area, which was changed severely multiple times over the past decades, and it is the most modern portion of the house. A 1970s garage door opener, a modern fuse box, a 1980s large refrigerator, abandoned garden tools hanging all over the place. It has the only recently poured piece of foundation, the rest is all original. Traces of the former porch can still be seen in the wall closest to the house and the connections of the old foundations. Lights are off when you enter this area, and the refrigerator constantly makes sort of a ominous humming as if the engine that is powering the refrigerant is slightly off key, making a sort of buzzing and slightly jangling sound. And as you enter, as the air flows through the house, it'll actually start up as like, and it's clearly off center, so it makes quite a loud banging and ticking sound as it activates.
What a ruckus.
Loud ticking refrigerator.
So it starts when we enter the space.
Well, you open a door, and that sort of makes the entire air go through the building.
Right.
Like it's already humming there.
It's running.
Start, when we go in, it's just like.
That's when we hear it for first. Okay.
Mm?
Are we certain that's a refrigerator and not a washing machine?
Well, whatever it is, we should check there's no perishables inside and just unplug it. This is bound to wake the dead.
Or waste electricity. Or break the machinery. It doesn't seem to be sounding. I'm not an engineer, but that doesn't sound like it's exactly running properly.
If you want to reach the plug to unplug the refrigerator, you will need to sort of partly shove it out the way, and then someone needs to reach behind the refrigerator to where the plug is and reach it.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'll without hesitation, I'll just open the fridge up and check if there's anything inside.
There's like 3 boxes of ice cream and like a box of chicken fillet.
Well, what are the dates?
I mean, the ice cream is still good. I wouldn't eat the chicken.
Yeah. Okay, chicken is already gone. But I guess we got ice cream today.
And beer.
Tossed the. Ooh, nice. I chucked the chicken aside to a basket, and I'll.
Do we really have time for this?
I mean, I'm more worried that they're just taking the chicken where it's at least not getting worse when you leave it inside the refrigerator, and instead you're tossing it into just a bin in the room where it's going to start rotting.
Wasn't the idea of like doing this so that nobody knows about it? Now we are like moving stuff around, creating like bleeding fingerprints. Like that's not smart.
Yeah,
I will put like an extra pair of gloves to like everybody.
Yeah, like speaking of fingerprints, being the forensics expert, Guy Brush would have had his gloves on. Because we're not supposed to be here.
Thing. Yeah, I mean, you would have put them on once you're inside, because people walking in with a bunch of those blue nitrate gloves as they come in, that's a little sussy.
What sort of a weather is it outside?
It's summer. It's June there as well, and I imagine it would just be warm weather. It's actually quite warm in the house as well. There is there is some attempt at air conditioning, but it's not the best. It's an old house. It's not great at keeping the heat out.
Right. Okay. But as soon as we get in the gloves will be.
By the way, do you have like one of those fancy like
like a different colored lights that they're using on CSI, so there might be something that our eyes cannot see.
No, I did not bring my UV light with me, no.
Is Dr. Gorm doing the thing he said, by the way, that he's emptying the fridge of stuff and then unplugging it? Or...
Yes, and then I ask Stone to, like, I understand, but it's really getting on my nerves.
Well, then let's
It's a fire hazard anyway.
It's fine. We are leaving in a few minutes, but put the chicken back in the fridge.
Yeah. How about we just leave the room then? Your nerves are not going to stay behind, right?
You never know. This might actually hamper our ability to go upstairs and, for example, hear stuff there. But whatever. I'll put the chicken back in. Defeated.
Defeated by fridge.
Seriously, you're just looking at the fridge and then leaving again? What?
Unfortunately,
well, he's with the chicken in his hand. Yeah, he's with the chicken in his hands, and people like, dude. He's like, fine.
Fine, put
Stone's
chicken
going to check
back.
out the storage room.
Yeah, the storage room is where the what the fuck did I say? The garden tools are. Garden tools.
That's where all the hose are.
Yes.
Close the door. Garden tools, okay. Yeah. Nothing else.
No.
Okay. Closing it back on, walking back out of this garage room.
Okay.
We can close the door. I'm sure you cannot hear the noise after that.
Okay, so you're leaving the refrigerator on, and it's just my refrigerator. Not messing with it. Moving on. Next.
Yep.
Would probably be the master bedroom.
Well, probably the utility closet on the way, but yeah.
I mean, it's a utility closet.
We gotta check every place.
Oh, fine. Double checking, but no, the utility closet does not hold anything other than cleaning supplies, an extra sink. Hold on, let me just. Yeah. Cleaning.
Extra sink.
Supplies, extra sink.
Toothbreak solved.
Yep. And a large cracked mirror with dust. Some stored tidbits. Looks like people just stored old crap here when it got broken and had to be either restored and, oh yeah, we'll get to that later, or more realistically, should have been thrown out a long time ago. It does not look like it's very old either.
Yeah, not paying attention to it. Just close the door behind.
Yep, okay. I mean, does it even show that the utility closet has a door? It doesn't. It's just...
Okay.
It doesn't even. It's fine. We move on.
Okay.
This is all just fucking preliminary. It's fine.
Yeah.
As for the master bedroom, I'm constantly zooming back and forth. The suite features an odd, all-encompassing set of mirrors built into the walls. So, even more so than the kitchen, mirrors fucking everywhere. Originally added in 1920-something. Seems to be part of the original house. Very much not a common style you see. Far more suited to something you might see in the 1970s. And you can see that each of the mirrors has very intricate little etchings.
Yep.
On closer look, it seems like they also have little info in them, which refer to the year it was installed.
I take a close look at the carvings and the information.
I mean, also just big ass mirrors.
No mirrors.
Your ass looks enormous as you look at it.
Yeah, I'm turning around and getting like a lot of sheets to cover them. Be right back.
All right, you go get more sheets.
We should. We should split.
Yeah,
Too
as you
late.
enter the room, the massive array of mirrors give you the vague illusion that you are like underwater.
Yeah, those are the ones. Smash them!
They cast thousands of reflections as they're all sort of aimed at each other. Because they're ever so slightly not perfectly aligned, rather than that mirror effect, it just sort of creates sort of a twisty tunnel, distorted and not very pleasant to look at.
It's no
Who
wonder
here
people will find
has
this room.
Yeah. Guybrush, you are just nauseated by this. You do not enjoy being in this room and you would like to leave.
I guess I do that then. Yeah, I will take a couple of quick photos from the mirrors and then try and take a photo of some of the plagues and then go out. Just go, nope, this makes me feel nauseous. I'm sorry, I cannot stay in here.
Yeah. The others obviously don't find it amazing, but you do look at it and go, I mean, it's not nauseating. But to Guybrush, yeah, you definitely think that this place needs some fixing up. You desperately want to fix it up because the way it is right now is just horrible. You know when you see a dirty floor, you just think, well, fuck, that needs to be fucking cleaned now. Like, there's a sponge right fucking here. Just take some, just fucking scrub it. That feeling, just fucking fix it.
Well, as soon as Agent Stone comes back with the covers, we might be able to go back in. It was the mirrors, right?
Yes, the off-center kaleidoscope of never-ending tunnels and hallways that.
I mean, yes, it does form a big-ass kaleidoscope.
Yes,
Yeah,
curiously,
try
I do
not to-
feel the urge to fix it up. I will note
It's
that
fine.
down.
I will cover it for you. Try not to look at it. Like just basically like if can I actually cover it, or is it like somehow like basically?
It's floor to
like,
ceiling.
Embedded in the. Yeah, I guess if you had tape.
Actually, I'm opening up my bag and I have there a Jesus tape. It's written there. It's a whole damn like all walls.
Yeah, someone really likes to watch themselves fuck.
Yeah, the it's not on the ceiling.
No, it's all around, so you see
All,
yourself.
it's all encompassing mirrors built into the walls.
No.
So everything that's not the window or door, and even the doors. You know what? I'm going to say that the doors have mirrors on it too.
Okay,
Really
this is the
like
most suspicious thing we have found so far, and I don't think there's enough like coverings in the house to like cover this all.
I mean, with enough
Is this
duct tape and just some sheets, you might be able to do that.
Was this the
All right,
place where...
I will start to work.
Okay, that'll take you some time.
Alpha now
was this the
later.
place where the people died? The last two people.
I mean, a
The
lot
master
of people died in this house. You'll need to be more specific. Where the
Well,
last few
like
people
the last
died.
two,
Right.
like the people with the neck slit open.
Right. I don't know off the top of my head. I think so, yes. I believe that was indeed in the master bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if it's the mirrors that are protecting against the entity or summoning the entity.
I mean, assuming there is an entity, but considering this is the original bedroom and this is the bedroom where at least two of the last victims committed quote-unquote suicide by slashing their own throats without leaving any murder weapon and only a humongous pool of blood, I don't see the mirrors doing much protecting.
Oh, by the way, these look like old mirrors. These aren't freshly installed.
Yeah,
No,
these look like
aren't
these
the
are
etchings. These are
old.
OG.
They're pretty much just a part of the wall construction. It's not something you can just, click out of it.
Pull
or
off the wall.
Hanging, yeah, no. You can't just, no, I'm not doing this, pulling them off. Even destroying them would, take extensive restoration work.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's certainly a tantalizing hypothesis. I should help Stone with his work.
You spend some time and you cover all the stuff.
Yeah, and you don't even need to cover the whole mirror, just enough to break the sort of kaleidoscope.
The horrifying kaleidoscope.
I'm gonna cover it all.
Cover it all. It's gonna look like a place with everything's broken up and everything's covered in.
Well, I mean, if it's just a sliver of mirror visible here, visible there, then it won't have the mirror reflecting from mirror effect that badly.
No, but it would have a mirror opened.
Right.
That's
okay. No. Yeah. Guybrush's problem is the fact that you have mirrors reflecting from mirrors, so you have this broken landscape. It's like, just get rid of that, and I can come back to the room.
And help us. Yeah. Help us cover the rest.
No, so long as that's there, I can't come.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
Yeah.
All right. I also bring a hammer if you want to finish this up.
A hammer.
No, we're
you want to
not
start
breaking
smashing the mirror and see what happens?
We're not. You can come here and vandalize them on your own time during the night.
That's also a thing.
I will be here.
Yeah, we're on the clock. We cannot do vandalizing.
Yeah, we can't do vandalizing now.
Not right now, at least.
Yeah, please no.
Yes. Let's see. Does it say anything particular about the bathroom? That it doesn't actually specify if the mirrors can. It specifies master bedroom and bathroom in one go, but then it doesn't specify if the mirrors go into the bathroom as well. Which honestly, I think that would be way too fucking much, even for a crazy weirdo house.
I imagine there is a mirror in the bathroom, but it's probably not a mirror.
Yes, just a
bathroom.
river. Like, how awful would that be? You're taking a shit and you're seeing a kaleidoscope of yourself shitting absolutely fucking everywhere infinitely.
I mean, the master bedroom already is a house of horrors. Like, I don't know how anyone can do anything in a master bedroom like this.
I must see myself fuck 1,000,000 times.
Yes.
So the toilet is completely covered in mirrors, and why the toilet bowl is see-through glass?
I love that so fucking much. If this is less than, oh my god, it is.
What?
Whatever horrifying monstrosity Gorm just described for the toilet, that's what it is.
Yeah, you shit into a mirror bowl.
Oh.
You can see. So when you look down to wipe, you see your around that's reflected back at you.
Toilet of terror.
Someone really loved themselves building this
Glass
house.
and mirror toilet bowl.
My wife was so beautiful. She needed to see herself at all times.
I must be able to look inside my own asshole when I'm shitting.
Yeah, my wife was just so anal about being clean, so she needed to see her own anus to wipe and make sure none of the dingleberry was left behind.
How else do you know if you're clean?
Yeah.
If only they would have lived in the digital age and just.
Okay, I need AI art of that toilet. Please, Miro, get me that.
How? I'm sure there's no way it happens.
Do it. Do it.
There must be a billion community rules against that be created.
Something. I need a picture of this toilet. That's the fucking thumbnail. Meanwhile, there's only the room upstairs left.
Yeah, the walk-in closet.
You take sanity loss when you see that toilet. It's just unrelated to anything else that's going on.
I go check as soon as the mirrors are covered enough, Guybrush will try and step into the room again and see if he can now stand in it.
Yes, without the mirrors, the effect is greatly diminished. So, it's way better.
Cool.
You can still see, because it's a lot of mirror, but most of it is covered up.
I mean, it's just a major effect.
Yes. most of the
Yeah, and if he stands before a sliver, that will break the mirror effect anyway, so he just sees himself. So at that point, he will start going through to see if there's anything notable hidden in the etchings around the frames, because those who kind of pointed out as well that there's a lot to see, there's a lot of hidden little things. He'll go see if he sees anything that sticks out. The plaques that had information about the mirrors, he'll go through those like.
Okay, well, this takes a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Gorm is probably doing stuff in the bathroom. You're doing stuff here. What's Stone doing in the meantime? He needs like half an hour as he's doing his mirror investigation shit. What are you doing? What's Agent Stone doing? Faffing about, cleaning, making sure everything's covered up? I'm going to say he's washing his hands. Okay. Anyway, Guybrush is going to take some time investigating the mirror. Then I sort of have to... What we're doing here... Let me give this a small check, just because everything is slightly up to chance here. Oh, yeah, okay. As Guybrush is investigating the mirrors and that, the carvings and whatnot, the etchings that we described the mirrors have, right? Mm-hmm. You were busy with the cloths and whatnot and the duct tape. And I think Stone described that he had a hammer at a point. Which was just
in the same, like a big bag. Yes.
Yeah. And once you were done with that, like, do we smash the mirrors? No. Okay, well, help me duct tape this stuff. Once you were done duct taping a section, I'm going to say that you like put the duct tape down on the ground as you were done with that, and then you're cleaning up other stuff, and then you're checking the room. Yeah. As Agent Guybrush is doing the stuff, he will... But while the others are busy in the other areas, you will bump up against that roll of duct tape, and it'll roll across the floor, and it'll roll into the sheet that is covering against the mirror.
Yeah.
And then it'll roll underneath the sheet, and there's no bump or anything. You just see it go under, and it's gone.
Okay. Weirded out by this, I follow.
There is no sound. There is no bump. There is no spot under the sheet where there should be a bulge. It's just not there.
Yeah, and I walk over to it and actually I will call Gorm into the room as I walk over to the sheet with the camera recording.
What is it?
The duct tape was here, and I bumped, and it rolled over there underneath the sheet, but there has been no thumping sound. There is no bulge into it, so I just want you to be in the room, just to make sure that I'm not cracking up my nerves. Because, and he points out, you do see that with how the sheet is laying, there should be a bulge in that cloth over there.
I mean, you're going with this fairly quickly. It's like, I just kicked it over there. It should be here. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, where did you just go? I just kicked duct tape. Where the fuck did that go? That doesn't, huh? Like, do you have the presence of mind to first turn around and go, "Hey, Dr. Gorm, get in here"?
Well, as soon as there's no bump, I mean, I'm not immediately going to chase it because that's not going to break a mirror. But then I go, it went.
It just rolled under the sheet. You see the sheet sort of lift up, as something is rolling underneath it, and then folds back down, and you go, that doesn't have a spot there. Like, where the fuck did that just roll into?
Yeah, exactly. And at which point he's like, he starts walking over here, calls Gorm, who's in the bathroom, and starts explaining as he walks over to the mirror to check it out. I mean, we can roll if I have the presence of mind to do that, or if I just walk over.
I'm like, I was gonna just show you the thing, but now some time has passed, which makes it slightly different. So after that, what would you do? I'm assuming you would try to look at where it went as you.
Absolutely. I would go check at it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, obviously there is no roll. You look in the mirror reflection. You don't immediately see one there. You're just pointing at it with Dr. Gorm effectively going, look, is nothing. And then Dr. Gorm goes, yes.
Yes, it is nothing.
Now, Guybrush, give me because like I said, like a few seconds is all you need here.
Okay.
So give me, what would be, because you're looking for a specific thing. And you and, because you're there with Dr. Gorm, both of you give me an alertness check.
Oh, yeah.
As you're trying to spot the thing that's, being mentioned.
Can I look for search?
Sure. Search or alertness. Both are okay, whichever's highest.
Yeah, search is my highest.
Well, that's easy. Oh!
Is it?
At least I improve.
Okay, great. In that case, yeah, because Dr. Gorham, you stare at it and you're like, well, what the fuck are you talking about, Guybrush? There's nothing there. And then Guybrush sees that roll that he kicked in, and it's just rolling and rolling and going further in and going further in and going further in. And you don't see it in the room, you just see it in the reflection as if it's one continuous hallway rolling, further and further and further and further away. And at this point, all the mirror breaks and whatnot are obscuring it, so you sort of lose track of it. But yep, it just goes. Give me a sanity check.
I was about to touch the mirror, trying to reach for it.
I mean, yeah, you just feel it, and nope, feels like glass. That's part of the sanity check. You just go up to the mirror immediately and
Cool.
go, what?
Why? And I go, no, right there, over there. Look, it's rolling. Right, I grab Dr. Gorm and force his head. Like, no, look there.
Look there.
Can't you see it's rolling? Can't you see it's rolling right there in the mirror? But it's not in the room.
Yeah, something just went into the mirror, and you have no idea how, because you touch it. Nope, you don't go into the mirror. Which,
yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if he did? That would be bad.
Yeah.
Oops,
like,
you're in mirror hell now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the hell dimension. That would be bad.
There's no... went right there, and I even tap at the point. Like, I literally saw it rolling there.
At
a
this
reflection
point,
that shouldn't be a reflection.
due to taking a few moments, it's not immediately visible to Dr. Gorm, so he doesn't know.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's fine.
Leaving Dr. Gorm thinking, I think Guybrush is being affected by the house.
Yeah. No shit.
Yes.
That's strike number 3. First the purchase interest, then the invisible rats on his legs. Now a tape roll rolling into the mirror, supposedly. Like, yeah, no, Guybrush has shown 3 strikes already.
Oh yeah.
He's also the person who's constantly sort of checking stuff when he has the opportunity, and alone, which may or may not have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Whether or
but,
not that's
yes,
because he's
this
highly
is-
resistant to stuff or because he's weak to stuff. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. At least I didn't lose sanity, I think.
But yeah, you're
I got
like,
a
okay,
success.
anyway, this play, that was fucking weird. Let's be careful with this. And then there's one last room you need to check, which is upstairs.
Yeah.
Unless you're immediately switching like, no, new plan, we burn the house.
Oh,
No.
Then you're
Stone,
probably going upstairs.
we need to keep an eye on Guybrush. He shouldn't be alone at this time.
Guybrush wholeheartedly agrees. He says he thinks something weird
Let's
is
stick
going
together.
on.
You shouldn't be alone. In whatever he just said.
Yeah.
As you go upstairs to the bonus room, why the fuck is it called that? A small sitting room with recessed window benches. So, basically just a big benches like so. It's actually probably like so. You know what, fuck it, more benches over here too. Everything gets fucking benched. A lot of benches. And you know what, mirrors? Just for fucking good. That makes sense. Just not a lot, just a few. Filled with a scattering of small boxes, an old rocking chair, some house repair supplies. Despite its fairly decent size, it feels claustrophobic. The ceiling slopes severely on the sides, and any agent taller than an average adult, I'm going to say Agent Stone, finds it hard to go about without bumping his head.
Okay, so that's why it's bonus room. So it's basically like too low to be actually counted as a real room.
Yeah, it's just a tiny additional little thing. A nook.
Yeah, we actually have it.
Attic repurposed.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. And there is a smell of paint and some spices, or probably wood shavings, hanging about. As you go upstairs, the rocking chair seems to be moving back and forth, as if through a mild gust of wind. Mm-hmm. There's no definitive draft, but houses from this period will just not have very good insulation, especially in an attic area like this. If you were to investigate the cracks of the walls, you would probably find places where you can just look outside. Not to mention rats and bugs and whatnot can get in.
Nathan will take like a basically overlook position where he sees the whole room, close the stairs that are like sliding down, and he's just going to basically be on overlook, letting my companions to actually do the searching.
Yeah, I mean, you try to not bump your head and let the others check the area a little bit.
Yep. Showing some light with my flashlight.
Anything that looks too old or very old, or any carvings or any documents I'd like to find.
Yeah, you try to go through the attic a while, finding anything that might catch your attention one way or another.
Search?
Yeah, both of you just roll search as you take a moment to get through the place. Okay, yeah. It does not seem like there is much here anymore. Those old benches and the rocking chair and a few old crates where something was once stored. Like, from the various generations, there's old comic books stored here in crates. And some old children's toys, like, shoved away in nooks in old plastic what's it called, storage containers behind a covering in the nooks, like the what's that called, where the slant of the roof meets the wall.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
I don't know what it's called.
It has a name. It's the corner where you can't fucking walk anymore, but you can still shove a box.
Yeah.
Some old storage
crawl space
boxes. I guess it's a crawl space, except it's in the attic. So, old comics, old toys, plastic junk, an old fondue set. Well, not even old, just a fondue set, never used.
Well,
how the fuck do you spell
we've
fondue?
We've already had a FONDOUE, I think.
What?
It's French, just...
Oh, how you spell fondue. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, because I doubt you guys are going to have fondue, so...
Yeah, but because we already have breakfast nuke, this is probably the storage nuke, where you are forced.
The fondue room.
I mean, every nook is a storage nook if you can put a box there.
It's the fondue plant.
Forced to put the items there, storage items there. If you take them to the other room, get out of my house.
Let's see. Agent Stone is near the stairs as the others are searching the room, right?
Yes. Shotgun lightly on my lap in a way that I can fast shoot if needed. I'm also basically listening behind us on the stairs that there's no any extra sounds.
Okay. As they are searching, and again, not a very fruitful search. It's just more junk, more old family stuff. An old bench. There's 10 years of old farts in these benches. This rocking chair is showing up on my on my PKE meter. There's definitely supernatural. Boop, 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 boop. Ghost, can you hear us? As they're doing that shit, you smell gas coming from downstairs.
Again.
Bosses, I can smell gas.
Yeah,
That's
as
not
well as what sounds like just sounds of movement in the kitchen.
Just come here. Can you also hear it? I whisper just loud enough that the sound carries.
Well, I approach the stairs to take a careful but not too deep whiff and to listen.
You don't hear the sounds he's talking about, but you think you smell gas.
I think we should start leaving before we die here. Something doesn't want us in this house.
Yeah, I think that we might need to continue some other day.
Yep.
This smell definitely wasn't here before, right?
Dr. Gorm doesn't smell the gas, by the way.
Oh, never mind. Maybe we should check the kitchen if this leak is in there. You can hear his incredulousness in his voice, he's not believing it.
Yeah. By the time you check, you group up with the three of you, Guybrush will correct himself and go, no, I'm just smelling the spices of the attic. I'm not smelling gas anymore. For a few seconds more, Stone is convinced he smells gas, but then when he goes downstairs to check out the noise and the source of the gas, it's already gone. It was a whiff.
This place messes with your head.
Yeah, clearly we cannot really trust our senses. But we know that people have died here of the gas.
We do.
Maybe because they didn't smell it.
Well, but it also reminds me of what Rebecca Jure had written down in her diaries and during our interview was that she would see how people died in the house. So
why would they keep on going whole?
Yeah. So if we assume there is something in the house, maybe it's replaying things. Alternatively, there might be two things in the house. One that is trying to warn people by scaring them away, and that then whatever is preying on people and wanting them to move in.
Well,
something that's uncomfortable and something that wants to keep you.
Could we just get, since we have the keys in here, couldn't we just, just get some equipment here to monitor the place? For example,
that's a good idea. No wonder you're the boss.
Like that.
I mean, maybe. What are you proposing exactly with equipment? Just hook up some cameras?
Like web, what are they called? Like, I'd like to call them webcams, but like wireless and basically CCTVs.
What you want? I know what you want. You just want to send in a fucking drone.
well, we could have like a basic gas meter, these are usually people have like one in their house if they have just a stove which they are burning wood. Well, stuff like that. Like I'm sure we could, but the question is that are we going to regroup and stock up more equipment and come back tomorrow again? Or should we just try to get this over with?
I would like to, these seem to be very specific personal experiences of sensations we are experiencing, and any kind of monitoring with an equipment, if an electrical item can pick up the signal, maybe we could actually record it happening. If it doesn't, how do these accidents even happen?
Well,
what do they
it could
mean?
also be that they happen when there's a person inside, and if we're not here, then the cameras likely pick up nothing.
Well, sure.
But it would make sense that we would have some way of like objectively make sure that what our senses are saying is actually there.
Exactly.
Is the device to like smell for us?
Well, there are meters to measure to alert you if there are certain types of gases
Particles,
in the air, but we would have to recognize what gases they are first.
Yeah. We have been using those in the missions.
Based on the research, at the very least, you would suspect that the only gas you really need to look out for is the gas that is hooked up to the stove and the heating system.
I can't get rid of that idea about that the place actually has gas, but we can smell it. I think we should go and check out the possible source of gas and not get separated.
An important note in this is that the gas smell is actually an artificially added smell, specifically so that in case of a gas leak in a home, you can smell it. So the very fact that you can smell it means it is gas that comes from the outside and is made recognizable specifically so that you don't fucking die. Yeah. I don't know exactly when they added that smell.
No.
After like a couple of hundred accidental deaths, I'm sure.
Add that smell to gas. So you have a leak.
Yep. But it kind of makes sense that maybe this house can create like a poisonous gas. It can open up the valve.
1937. Following the tragic New London school explosion in Texas. Well, speaking of, that had 300 deaths. So, yes, you were, when you said how many people needed to die for it, apparently 300. And they added the smell of rotten eggs to natural gas supplies. This allows people to safely detect extremely low concentrations of gas before they become hazardous.
And we smelled rotten eggs in the kitchen already when we entered. The first time. When Guy Brock was like, oh, it smells like gas.
Coincidence. No, okay. We should probably get out of this house for now. It seems to affect somewhat.
For now, even the agent's notes seem to point out that exposure to the house is heavy on the mind. And, well, personally, I've already had some strange occurrences that are likely due to stress, but considering our agency, I cannot foreclose that it's something else, so I do agree.
Yeah.
We should probably quit our investigation while we are ahead.
Is there a possibility of actually cutting the gas totally?
I mean, it's a house. It has a gas line going here, so that has a gas main that you can just shut off.
I mean, in a way that like anybody with like a normal strength cannot like turn it back on. I have no idea. No ability with the gas. Like,
how is your crafting skill? Who here has crafting skill and wants to take a poke at manually adjusting the gas supply to this house?
Well, now that you mentioned, I have both engineering and chemistry.
Perfect. So... Dr. Gorm puts on his fucking plumber outfit and gets to work on the gas line.
Oh no, the bonus room. It affected
me. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's a way of doing an argument.
As Dr. Gorm... This is so fucking dumb. Grows a big fucking mustache.
The cap.
With a big G.
With a huge G, yeah, exactly. And gets red overalls. Oh no. The next thing we know, he comes riding in on a green dinosaur.
Okay, let's let's avoid. Actually, I'm reversing it. This is red overalls. The red overalls is red, and then the suspenders are blue. And we're not turning him into Gorm Mario.
Gorio.
Who wants to be Yoshi?
I think Agent Stone is the only one who can carry.
Yeah, as he's passed out from the gas, going, "I'm a Mario." Agent Stone is carrying him outside, and he's like, "You're my Yoshi." No, I'm getting you out of here alive. You fumbled the gas main, and now you inhaled like 6 liters of gas.
Yeah.
Whoever's Yoshi, Matteo is definitely Luigi.
Anyway,
Oh.
all of this is the hypothetical in case you fumble, so don't fumble.
Yes. Yeah, don't fumble.
Don't fumble. Just don't fucking fumble. As you go to the kitchen and find the supply line, which goes through the utility closet and then outside of the house. They're like, this is easy. You know how this works. You have engineering. You take out your tools from the car and you're like, let's make sure the gas main is closed. If you fumble this, you are talking with a Mario accent the rest of the campaign.
Oh, exact success. See, those improvements actually
earlier
matter.
failures actually came in clutch. Yeah, yes.
Good job.
Whew. Yes, I at the last minute I realized, I'm mixing I'm actually shutting the wrong valve. Like, oh, not that one. Oops.
No, you realize maybe I shouldn't be smoking at the same time.
A fail doesn't mean a horrible explosion immediately happens. That's what fumbles are for. But this is also something within your ability to do as a person, which is, there's a gas main. What if we shut it off? That's sort of what they're designed for. To be able to do that. I mean, what if you gotta restore the kitchen and be like, oh yeah, we gotta hook a different furnace up to it. But we can't shut off the gas the moment we touch it. We're now on a timer. We have to replace this within 30 minutes or the house fills with gas and we all die.
It's a time trial.
Yeah. I mean, surely the first fucking thing you would do is, okay, disconnect furnace, put on gas main. There you go, done.
Yeah.
Put valve. Close valve. Done. Okay, anyway, you do that, you are certain that the gas is shut off now. And for good measure, you put like a little, just a little rope and seal on there so that no one can just walk up to this thing and goes, wee, 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 and it's open again. You need tools at the very least to do that.
Nice. Note to self, buy some simple locks. So I can just lock stuff like this. But
that's probably what you did to it.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to do here? Or can we just set this place on fire already?
Perfect.
Well, we haven't done our objective yet. Our objective was see or find out the means on by which
the cause.
Yeah, the cause is still unknown. And we need to find the root cause, and it must be somewhere in the history. It just must be. Oh, it's fascinating. I must admit.
Yeah. Because while technically nothing is stopping you from dumping a whole bunch of gasoline around the place and then just lighting it up, you're aware that previously that also did not end quite as people might have intended.
Anonymously.
Yes. I mean, the house is still here. So, doing that and saying, job's well done, let's go home. I mean, technically, nothing is stopping you from doing that, but you know in the back of your head already that that's not actually going to do anything.
Yeah. When we leave the house, which I assume we're doing at the moment, is like, let's take a break from the house for the moment. Guybrush will call our handler and ask him exactly what's the how far are we expected to go with this, because it was like, we'll determine the cause of the FBI agent's recent death, and based on our research,
you can just call him now. Beep boop beep boop boop. Yeah. Hello, this is your handler.
Sure.
Yep.
Agent Guybrush, what do you have to report?
Well, we have pretty strong suspicion that this suicide
like
was...
Did you determine the cause of death? Who killed the agent?
It is less who and more likely a what.
Okay, well, what killed the agent?
Well, I am calling
to
ask...
go outside to do this phone call. The team might be listening.
Yeah, we probably are outside, or we should have left already, because at least the main gas
is sealed off, and then you stepped outside.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm gonna say that's in the utility closet, but still, the rest of you step outside.
Yeah.
Well, and Guybrush explains that. Well, he called to verify that how deep are we to investigate this? He replies that, well, we have strong reason to suspect, and based even on our own experiences, there is something unnatural going on with that house.
Okay, has it been dealt with, or if you come home now, is it going to be a threat to the public?
Yes, probably.
I think I just heard Dr. Gorm very meekly say yes in the background, so...
Yes, well, that is what I want to verify, is dealing with it also within the parameters.
Well,
for now, we have deduced that it seems to lure in victims and kill them in the house.
Well, that seems like a threat to the public to me.
Yes.
Please deal with it.
Very well, that is what I wanted to verify. That it is also...
still have them legal.
I'm sorry, Agent Stone, you'll need to speak up. I can't hear you over the speakerphone of Agent Guybrush. Is he saying something back there?
He's mumbling something. I wasn't listening.
Stop mumbling. Either put him on the phone or...
Sure.
Tell him to send me a text message if he has something to report.
On the phone over to Agent Stone, since you seem to be so intent on talking over me.
Wait, who is this now? Who am I talking to now? Are you idiots doing this in public?
I wanted to do it in the house, but they dragged me outside.
Why can't you do it in the house?
Well, because they're afraid that whatever entities...
Agents don't take the call.
I'll call you back later when these idiots aren't harassing me. And I close the phone call and go, what the fuck, idiots? We can't have this phone call out in here. You can't be shouting if I'm talking to him.
Why the fuck did you hang up on me?
I hand the phone to Agent Stone and go, well, since you're talking,
you are fired. Agent Stone said to Guy.
Well, he's just a handler. He's not even technically... he's just an in-between. He just has a sheet in front of him that goes, do check marks.
Right. To summarize, what Guybrush wanted to ask him is if, because the parameters would just determine the cause, which I remembered is it supernatural or not? It seems to be supernatural. Is this enough, or should we also deal with it? We can't burn the house down. That doesn't work. The house can't seemingly be destroyed in that manner.
Okay.
So he just wants to know how far do we need to go? How far do we need to go with this? Like, what is the actual depth that our mission here goes?
I mean, if this is some sort of supernatural entity, then I think the preferred outcome will be if you somehow manage to kill it so it cannot harm people anymore, but I would be perfectly willing to accept you somehow isolating this house so that no one is ever allowed to go in it anymore, but it sounds like if burning it down results in it being rebuilt, then that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, at the
don't you
very
make these
least,
houses like protected by some history stuff
also if
once in a while?
if
Why
we
don't we
don't
do that?
Yeah, if we don't know exactly what the problem is, or more or less the mechanics of how it works, then how can we even say whether or not it's definitively taken care of? Also, it sounds like you're simply saying he died because it's a haunted house and that killed him. His neck exploded. Is that a thing that can just happen?
There's also a guy who drowned in his own bed.
Oh my god,
That
what?
doesn't happen.
Well, apparently, so far, I mean, we found he had a storage unit full of documentation where he has listed all the deaths. There have been deaths roughly every 30 years since 1956.
Okay.
A lot of suicides, murders, natural causes, accidents, including a child hitting his head in a bathroom and drowning himself in the toilet bowl, apparently. There have been fires, gas leaks. The last 2 people who died had their throats slit open without a murder weapon, such as this one.
Well, those are a lot less subtle than the other ones.
Yes. And it seems that people develop an unusually strong fixation for the house, such as Yamilia Isari, the previous owner, before Arthur Janelli. People who approach the house, even I, when I looked into it, noticed myself considering buying the house. So whatever is in there seems to be luring people in. The oldest current living person who resided in the house, though it was written off as schizophrenia by medical experts, seemed to sense and see an entity lurking in the mirrors and something that was sort of appearing to her and then disappearing.
Okay, can you deal with it?
Well, so far we haven't really been able to deduce what it is. Our really only very feeble thread to perhaps its origin is an Italian seamstress back in way before 1950s, and the records sort of just end.
Okay, so some old witch cursed the house, and now it's a haunted house.
Or brought an entity, yes. Apparently, the original builders, the Wheelers, hired an old Italian origin witch from an asylum who apparently cured Isabella Wheeler from being in a mostly paralyzed, bedridden state to full health until she then left, after which Isabella, her state deteriorated and she died. And, well, a lot of superstition revolves around that woman, such as rites and killing cats and drinking blood, which we can't verify, but yes.
That sounds pretty occult. Is any of you an occult expert?
No.
Hold on, I'm checking your files.
I have some expertise, yes.
Well, I mean,
but when
I have 22, but I wouldn't call myself. I have some knowledge of the occult, but nothing to call myself a specialist for.
I'm not a smart man, but 21 people have died since 1956. It seems that every owner is living in the house for 3 to 5 years, and after that, at least one person dies.
Yes, a vast majority of them men or male inhabitants, either children or grown-up men. So with some women.
So either we have something paranormal, or there's somebody very crafty who is trying to keep this house without a permanent owner.
You know, I'm pretty sure I gave you the contact information of an expert on occult stuff.
We have wait, did we? We had
You talked to the.
We've only called the other one.
We have the parapsychologist. That's right. We haven't talked to her yet. Yes.
I haven't talked to him yet. Email Yarrow.
We do. Nobody told me.
Well, you weren't listening once again. We had these 2 burner phones. I just want to verify that dealing with this was within the parameters. So far, it was simply, we were told to determine the cause, and the cause is supernatural. Some sort of entity seems to burrow into the minds of the victims and drive them to suicide or to cause an accident that kills them.
Okay, all right. let me rephrase the situation a little bit to maybe help here. Do you have reason to believe that this house is going to kill someone real soon? Again. Like, is it just constantly killing people in the area? Okay.
Like the next person to buy it and own it. It is going to the market again soon, and next person is going to die.
All right. I can probably pull some strings and block that for at least a period so that the real estate agencies aren't doing anything for a while. That'll buy you some time. You'll have weeks, maybe months to deal with this. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but try and find something at least. Like, this is pretty much what we need people like you for.
Yeah,
I understand this is vague. I don't expect you to have clear-cut answers, but try some things, okay? It sounds like you have a dangerous haunted house and it needs to be unhaunted or destroyed or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yep.
Setting it on fire didn't work, right? I don't know. Come up with some way to neutralize it.
Yeah, the house gets built and every time it seems to be following the same patterns. Like, that might be supernatural, or they have really good blueprints with which to reconstruct the house with, but I just want to clarify that
elimination.
I would maybe look into those incidents where it burned down to see exactly what happened.
We can try look into it, and we will call our contacts.
Yes, and contact the parapsychologists. Those are pretty much experts in this exact sort of thing.
We will.
Okay, good. You have those contacts, for a reason.
Yes. Right. Just wanted,
and take your time. You're not in a rush. This isn't some sort of escaped monster, as far as I can tell, or God forbid the invasion again. Forget you heard that. Anyway, take your time. This should just be a low-stakes investigation. We do want to know if you find some sort of entity that actually, or monster or something like that actually killed Agent Donnelly, let us know. If it's the house, all right, I'll expect a full report, but it doesn't sound like there's a killer on the loose, which was our first concern.
No, this does not seem like a mortal, regular guy with a knife.
No sign of people, no organization, as far as you can tell.
No sign of that.
No sign of people having been in the house, aside from the police?
No, just a tape roll that rolled into the mirror and disappeared, and strange smells that are different for every people.
You hear him cross something off a piece of paper and sigh.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
he seems happy that it's not that.
On the background, like a Agent Stone, what role? That is where?
Oh, your scotch tape just rolled into the mirror and just kept going.
As you start describing paranormal stuff, the handler actually goes la 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 la. No. Do not describe weird shit.
I have too many times.
I know better than to listen to this shit. I am already close to filled to brim with this bullshit every day.
I'm sorry, sir. We will return to our investigation and try to neutralize what this is.
Just take your time, and if something is blocking you, or if you need some specialized something, let us know. Just deal with this somehow.
Will do.
And, try to have the public contained. And the thing with the FBI being involved, that should probably blow over soon enough.
Yeah.
Okay? And we'll try to keep the house off the market so you have time. I don't know, camp out and investigate it or something.
That sounds we should wait that the FBI is off our hook and then come back with the hammers.
Hammers? Whatever. Just deal with it somehow.
Yeah. He wants to break every mirror in the house.
Whatever. It's not my problem. Deal with it.
We will.
Dude. Okay, he hangs up.
As the handler is closing or hanging up the call, he hears Dr. Gorm musing in the background. Maybe we could irradiate the house.
Oh my god! I have sourced I have found a source of neutrons. Where did you get this? An old Soviet fucking nuclear generator component.
Yeah.
You ever seen that 4chan post of someone who got like radiation rods from somewhere, and in the in the span of time of taking one picture, he was exposed to like 200 X-rays or something?
Oh,
I mean, many ionization-type fire alarms contain a tiny, safely shielded amount of radioactive isotope americium-241. So yeah,
Well,
we would get radioactive materials from fire alarms, I guess.
I think the key there is
Better go
safely
Saul
shielded.
Yeah, but you break the shield.
yeah.
And
That's
then
where you get your radiation.
You just cover the house in that, and the house is irradiated.
Yeah, exactly.
For some reason, I think
Exactly.
that might be a horrifyingly bad idea, but okay.
Yeah, it would.
Sir, we
Yeah,
need
Better
some,
Call
we need
Saul
some
actually-
plutonium.
Yeah, I actually did that, and that's what inspired me to say that. Because such a weird thing. Like, how do you make something not sellable? Maybe if it's irradiated.
Wow,
Yeah.
a uniquely irradiated house. That sounds so cool. I want to live here.
Maybe it'll give us superpowers. Said a bunch of teens and moved into the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually the problem. Even if we somehow make it very, very unmarketable, somebody's gonna squat in it.
Yeah, and then the ghost in the house just goes, I don't even need to do anything anymore. They just die after a while.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Instead of every 3 years, it's now just every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeding. It's a feast. I don't even have to do anything. They just die and move in.
They all just invited the party. The bonus room is just filled with teens all going, woohoo! I don't fucking know.
Yeah. They're just talking about becoming a Superman or something.
And doing
I don't know,
mushrooms
just
and some
watching-
shit.
But
I'm an
I guess we'll
old-fashioned
have-
ghost.
I guess we'll have Dr. Gorm call another person again. You can call the parapsychologist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm an expert in that too. So we can. I don't know what I could try to impress him with or them.
Or her. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know who it is.
Either way, you'll need to figure out something. Let's see. The day is concluded with first walk through the house. Yep. Seems a bit haunted.
Yep.
Called handler. He said, yo, go deal with it. For fuck's sake. Take your time. Talk to those two experts.
He was so frustrated. Guy Brush was like, well, okay, we have determined that it's a supernatural cause. Isn't this what we were doing, or did you want us to deal with it?
Yes,
Why
that
are you
is-
calling me? Why are you dealing with me? I was like, that's
Yes, I mean...
why I wanted to clarify the orders.
Phase 1 isn't... I mean, it's identify the killer. If I told you, go find the killer of this special agent, and you tell me, yeah, it's a haunted house. Like... Okay? And...
Well, yeah, well, because the premise was like, well, it might be a dude with a knife, and like, well, it's not a dude with a knife.
Well,
this
great,
is a Delta
it's-
Green thing. It's like,
Thank
cool.
you for establishing it's not a dude with a knife. Phase 2, find out what it is exactly, and then deal with it.
Right, and he wanted to know if that is a part of our mission, if
Yes,
this mission has
that
that, or
is-
if it's like, well, we'll send someone to deal
We
with the
thought it might be supernatural. Is it supernatural? Yes. Great. Phase 2, deal with the supernatural.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the orders.
Technically, it was. That's part 2. It's make sure that if there is unnatural, it's not an ongoing threat to the public.
Oh, that was too much for Mikael.
No, I was trying to click on the Delta Green to see what was posted, and I keep clicking on the temp channel.
Yeah,
It's like once a week.
Beep, boop, whoop, shit, wrong one.
Yeah, yeah, that's not a text channel.
It happens.
Yeah. Oh man, that toilet is horrifying.
That is, I mean, that's a classy, except for the weird mirror dimension that's inside it. But yeah,
Yeah, because
why is there a fucking forest with him inside it? Why is it not reflecting his face, but it's like showing another him inside somewhere else, like it's a portal?
No, I think those are the like it's because those aren't trees. Those are like the metal frames of the
Are you
mirrors.
sure?
What's weirder is that
Oh, it is.
it's not a mirror image of the guy as such. Like
Unless it's somehow
it's-
weirdly projected through some other.
yeah, like it's turned as if the cameraman was also Agent Stone.
True.
So it's like, oh, okay.
Which honestly, the fucked upness of that also sort of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes it even more disturbing, definitely.
yeah. That was like, why is the head the same as Agent Stone? Shouldn't
Hold on.
that be like
hold on. This is-
a
there
mirror
we go.
image of him, like turned like it's looking at him? Like that's not how mirrors work.
Yeah.
I mean, the AI did it so well for the other reflections. It's like, hey, good job, AI. You
Mhm.
didn't fuck it up horribly. And then it's not quite the glass and mirror monstrosity that Gorm described, but yeah, it's still a toilet that makes
Yeah.
you go, why is it like this? Why
Also,
is the whole
that's not
room
a
like
ball.
this?
That's not a ball. There is literally just a circular mirror disc right underneath the ring.
The dog.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you...
When
Yeah.
you take a shit
Actually,
or
that's
even
what you take a shit on, and then when you flush, the disc sort of slides down a little bit, and then flushes water down it.
yeah, it's
Oh
it's
god,
like
if that was the case, there would just constantly be old shit on it. That would never clean
Yeah.
off in a million years.
yeah, it tips and then it drops it, or there's a very tight seam and it just splits and the shit drops in.
God, this-
But if you shat on that, you would be constantly like it'll be touching you when you squeeze it.
that's just- oh, that's awful. And I've shat in some pretty awful places.
I did manage to actually finally. No, it took some tries, but I finally got the
Oh, you
Glass.
got one too.
toilet bowl. It's
Are we?
like before Dr. Gorm in red overalls.
Oh, you. Oh, wait.
But,
you mean the glass one?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
glass
with-
one, but
Some YouTuber,
That's
I
like-
guess. Oh.
it looks very sterile, I must say, before you use it.
Well, I mean, if you use it once, it's not exactly going to look like that anymore. It's gonna.
Exactly.
It's, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some material that can be added to glass to make shit not stick to it. Teflon? I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if Teflon is see-through.
Still, that's.
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't know. How do you make a glass toilet that? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? End stream. End stream now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.